Jamaica, 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 Jamaica.
Yo, 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 yo. My attack is a massive, it's got the power that snap. When I clap, because you know it's a rap. So you never can snare us, we know it's a trap. It's like a lyrical trap, when we're running on tracks. With the hammer or the guns, gonna smash it at 4. Gonna smash it and grab it, always looking for more. Drop them like a bad habit, pick up a curtain, we're bored. Keep it fresh on the counter, so you know that it's raw. It's a lyrical miracle with a lyrical spill. Always keep it original like a vent in the wheel. So you know that it's typical and we got the appeal. With a barrage of work, they get your lyrical shield. Got the keys to the city, now means we got to unlock. Like a Taliban soldier, we're blowing up spots. If your head is a target, then we're licking it off. OCD is the hardest with the lyrical shot.
I'm coming with the rudeness, I proved it, I'm ruthless. Twist up your mind and work it out like a Rubik's. I do this, doing it for time I pursue this. So slick up on the beat, verbally I spew this. Rudeness, intelligence, not crudeness. So slick on the beat with that smooth shit. OCD movement, ain't no room for no losers. Full-torn warriors covered in bruises. A single arrow cuts through 4 nooses. Don't confuse this with a scene from the movies. We stand firm that you'll never ever move. We penetrate deeper than the roots of an oak tree. OCD is enough to make you OD. Throw your hands in the air like you fucking know me.
Soldiers and road juice, the ones rolling. If you're an owner of an old group, if you're holding, put a very spliff in the air. If you're sick of any prickings, tell a prick while he's there, watch us lift it. Man and call spirits in the flesh, mandolin guitars can't make to harmonise death, heaven's chanting. While the snakes charmed by the dead, the flow mantras, the holy Dalai Lama can bless his bananas. But I'm classed as nanas and nuts, so I clash with anybody twisting arms on my bruv, that's my brothers. Governments harm what I love, son, I'm loving for this government. The armor's built up, I react, take stand and defend what I'm building is a fact. Kill a man and defend what we're building, so relax. Second for war, progress to anything you want, attend to your force.
Let me bust this verbal soliloquy. You better trust it's the hottest shit from OCD. Original cipher, deliver us and back to the crowd. Any hype that they given us. I spit the high grade, farmed by the Mujahideen. First we surveyed, then we chose to flood the scene. Surrounded by the filth, now it's squeaky clean. Being left on the shelf was never the dream. Watch us propagate the next breed of higher strains. And in a long way escaping some dire strains. That's how the block plays. When you're reaching higher planes, forget the block days when you see the fire blaze. Blows are individual, never indivisible. Always been the case since back in the day. Been lyrical since DJ first scratched the play. Now it's typical, the sound boys are backing away.
Jamaica, 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 Jamaica.
Okay, are we on? Are we on? Let's do this. We'll press this. Hold on one sec. It's raw. It's raw. It's midweek raw. One, two, we're live and direct. This is Rise Above.
Rise above, generate, rise above, extinguish fear, rise above.
Big shout to everybody in the chat. We'll get the chat on the screen.
I'd like to start by saying a big shout out to the East Stains Massive. Word to your nan.
Word to your nan, indeed. Word to your nan, indeed. Guys, everyone that's watching on Patreon, we're just going to let you know we've made a last-minute decision. This stream is actually going out to everyone on all channels. We just decided we wanted to reach a few more people tonight, and we're actually testing out something with streaming in two different formats at once, landscape and portrait. So first of all,
Landscape.
Patreon gang, if you want to get more interactive and get in the chat that's on the screen, go and watch us on the regular YouTube channel, Facebook, Twitter. Just go to the regular Rise Above Live channel. This is Midweek Raw 17. Big up Andy PG.
Word.
We're back again in the middle of the week,
Wednesday evening.
slicing through the rabbit sphere
Yes, there's plenty to slice through, plenty of sludge to wade through.
with the red hot butter knife. We cut through.
I was a little bit late to the studio tonight. Lance had to come and pick me up as one of mine and Becky S's vehicles is currently off the road, and she had to use the other vehicle to attend a funeral today in North London. So,
Commiserations.
yes.
Commiserations to Becky S. Is anyone watching us in portrait mode on YouTube? Because I'm just seeing. Just check this new view here. You seen this?
Yeah, we saw this. Yeah.
Well,
nice.
we are now
yeah.
streaming in portrait on Rise Above Live.
Nice.
So
nice.
we
artistic.
We're testing out some new stuff tonight. Who have we got in the live chat? Trance from the past. Big shout out to you, Mr. Sister. See you there.
Hungregian's there as per regular.
Hungregian. One of
Hungregian.
One of the most hardy members of the Amish community.
He is,
Big shout-
absolutely,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
is.
What a legend. Big love to Hungregian. Big up Standardly 9848. We see you there. Nowhere. Lorraine Nowhere. See you as well. Yeah. So we listen tonight. We're live streaming. This is live and direct. It's not recorded.
We're chewing the Michael.
We're chewing the Michael. We're cussing out all the retards. I can't say that.
Lance is still fairly radicalised.
Still feeling a little bit Tony Hawks.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Little
Bit Tony Hawks.
Tony Hawked.
So what we're going to do is we're going to have a look through the dreaded WhatsApp group where myself, Andy PG, Becky S, we share some of the more clownish and retarded shit that we see every week. And okay.
Did you see this?
Right, shall I share the screen?
Yeah, God, yeah. As a follow-up to our David Shilcock's video, Jason Brashears posted this. It was about Corey Good.
So, the shield blocked me only because it will bring embarrassment to Gaia.
Nice.
It's Gaia,
Nice,
isn't
yeah.
it? Gaia TV. I'll probably do a full presentation on YouTube on this grifter story. Like, Jason is literally like, he's
taking no prisoners, Michael.
He's judge, jury, and execution raw at the moment. He's really taking heads. He's basically collecting heads.
He is, yeah.
He's collecting heads. So, yeah, I guess that's first of all a bit of a follow-up because we're talking about. Let's just put some context on this, PG. We're obviously talking about the other week the untimely death of the famous conspiracy theorist David Wilcock, and more not really his death, actually more the response
from the Twoofer community.
the aftermath, and
Twoofer.
I don't really think I properly expressed this
Gay as fuck.
last week, right? Because I wanted to get this off my chest. Since that guy's died, and some pretty clear facts have come out about him, about he was definitely a liar. Let's face it. There's no way, and all of that he said was true. He was definitely making that up. Let's be real.
Dude's was a full narcissist.
He clearly had mental health issues. His years of lying clearly caught up with him, and he was in loads of debt because he got fleeced from this company that was allegedly making some aerospace technology that
Hundreds
never
of
happened.
thousands in debt.
I heard
to
it
the
was 2 or
IRS.
3 million. He was
No, I mean he was in debt to the IRS.
Oh, that was on top of the 2 or 3
like
million
a
he'd
couple of
lost to this thing.
100,000 in tax, like not paid.
But where I'm going with this, what I'm trying to say is, since that guy's died, and it has really become so obvious that he was a complete grifter, the response by some people, like posting his videos and being
Problem is you're a fucking retard.
like, all I can say is I actually feel embarrassed.
Yes.
I feel embarrassed
Yes.
of being lumped in with those people that are going on like that about someone like
Yeah,
him,
I do.
who is so obviously a liar, right? you know, sometimes we get disparaging marks. Oh, Rise Above isn't what it used to be. You guys are just beating a dead horse now,
Fuck off.
right? Do you know what it is? I can honestly say, and I'm sure Andy PG can say the same thing. In all the years, 6 years that we've been doing this, one thing we have never done, right, is made things up or
No.
deliberately lied about something that we knew wasn't true to create content. That's one thing that you can definitely say David Wilcox was doing.
Yeah, 100%.
100%. You know,
Literal fiction.
and I think sometimes when people criticise us, it's like, you know, in the first couple of years of us doing this, we had a lot of knowledge stored
We were
up.
unloading our 33k.
Yeah, but once we've got to the end of that, we're not going to start repeating ourselves, are we?
No, so I'm certainly going to start making stuff up.
Yeah, exactly. So that's where I'm coming with it, and I think these clips of David Wilcock that people are posting, it's particularly sad that even after the guy's dead, and people have tried to make a conspiracy theory out of that as well, they're really like applauding like some of the most clearly retarded stuff he was saying.
Highly retarded.
It's really embarrassing, to be honest.
Let's have a little whip through.
Hey, Mr. Sister says aliens took him and he faked his own death. True story. Yep, that sounds about right.
We got here, Lance.
Okay, so swap those screens around. So Golders Green, the stabbing at Golders Green the other week. The way that you know, the way that the media and you know the general peasant consensus has gone on, it was being treated like it was like a 7/7 bombings level attack.
Yeah.
Now let's be real. Do you know how many people got stabbed in the UK that day? I almost just said London. It might just be London.
At least 33.
It's 140 people a day.
Wow.
That's how many people on average get stabbed in the UK every single day, right?
Wow.
The two Jewish guys that got stabbed, they didn't even die, right? So they're not even
No.
dead. And it now comes out that the Somalian guy that stabbed them, called Essa Suleiman, well, look, read the headline. Essa Suleiman accused of stabbing 2 Jewish men in Golders Green and Ismail Hussein in South London. So he stabbed someone else over the morning.
It was the morning.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Just a fucking knife-wielding maniac.
apart
on a
from the
rampage.
fact that this kind of kills the anti-Semitic terror attack narrative, because he's obviously killed someone that's clearly not Jewish there with a name like Ismail Hussein. It also...
It might have been Amish.
It's certainly not Ramesh. It also... Well, yeah, it just destroys that. Because if you walk down the street in Golders Green and you go on a random stabbing attack, do you know what chances are you stab a Jewish person?
Pretty high.
At least 90%.
In Golders Green, yeah.
That's a
Pretty high,
95% chance.
If you go to Brixton, not so much.
So I just thought it was really weird, not only that it shatters the anti-Semitic hate crime narrative that he's gone on an anti-Jewish stabbing spree because he's obviously stabbed someone that's
She clearly didn't.
which is Muslim, but also look at the way that they're treating Ismail Hussein differently. 2 Jewish men and Ismail Hussein.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you see how? Do you see how that's
segregated?
Played? Yeah.
Instead of 3 men.
it clearly shows that Ismail Hussein is different to the 2 men. The
a higher caliber
well, the 2
of
men.
individual.
I don't know. I mean, you could 2 Jewish men. Ismail Hussein, they're not talking about his religion.
No,
I mean, we can
no,
pretty
no,
much
no.
guess what his religion is if he is a religious
But
man
this is
from his name.
This is the point, isn't it? So this here, what's going on here? This is actually driving more anti-Semitism because it's like Lance just pointed out. This is like they've segregated the 2 Jewish people, put them above the other one here, even in the fucking headline.
Well, you know, what is that horrible right-wing saying, non-chosen sand
Yeah,
person?
yeah, not non-chosen
Well,
sand person.
does that mean Ishmael Hussein is non-chosen?
Yes, I would say
He's not
so.
chosen.
No,
right?
he's not a chosen one,
Okay,
Lance.
we
He
better be
doesn't-
careful.
doesn't deserve
we
to
don't want
be-
to sail close to any of these
No, you be
religious
careful.
blasphemous laws that
You
have
be
just been
careful.
introduced in the UK.
What have we got
What's
here?
next on the Schwab's board, Andy PG?
Oh yeah, this was
Let's get some buttons out, Michael.
this was a.
Oh, Michael.
Let me just. There we go.
Okay. What have we got here? Oh God. Rejected. No, we don't. No, okay. Right. So the Daily Mail is whipping up the peasant bait straight away here. Planned Muslim megacity. A mega city in the heart of Texas.
Not a
with
mega mosque, Lance.
a city.
A mega
wins
Muslim
huge
city.
victory and gets a step closer to becoming a reality. Is it just me, or am I wrongly assuming that out of all the places in America, Texas is likely to be the one with the lowest amount of Muslims?
And the highest resistance to this sort of thing. I've thought about it. Now,
Texas is a red state.
the reason they've done this here is because they know that that's going to be the last or potentially one of the last strongholds where they're
As
not
far
going
as
to go
I
to the
know,
shit.
Texas is
They've-
so powerful. Their
they've gone-
economy is like as big as most of the rest of the US put together.
For the reason, I think the reason they've got the mega city there, the Muslim city there, is because they're like, fuck it, go big or go home. They're just going for the absolute maximum in the harshest terrain possible.
Is this not putting the chicken before the egg? I mean, how much demand can there be for a Muslim megacity?
Well, I don't know if you
in
remember.
Texas?
I don't know if
Should we
you
read
remember
it?
last year or the year before, we actually showed the article about the planning of this on Rise Above.
I only remember the mega mosque in the Lake District.
No, we showed the article about the planning of this, the application for it, for the proposed Muslim city. Now this has got such other race bait connotations to it. Look, how can they have a Muslim only city? That's surely like segregation or
Well, it
religious segregation.
says here that the East Plano Islamic community, which is called EPIC, is hoping to create a new neighborhood for its followers just outside of Dallas, close to the town of Josephine. Initially called Epic City, it was rebranded as the Meadow last year. 1,000 homes, a mosque, green space, and schools. So
This was it. We showed a video with this in a 3D video. This the map there.
now on the face of it, okay, you build a new city because in Texas there's lots of space, there's lots of open space.
Yes.
You can build a whole new city with all the things. That's not weird.
No.
But what is kind of weird is that this is like an ethnically designated city.
enclave.
Because
Well, it's not though, is it? It's not. That's actually
Oh, it's just-
inaccurate. That's actually inaccurate because, inaccurate because if it was a Jewish megacity, yes, that would be an ethnic enclave. To be a Muslim, you don't have to be a certain ethnicity. So for us to say it's
So
an
it's-
ethnic,
so it's a religious enclave.
But I'm sure if you were going to build a Christian only city, people would be fucking up in arms about this.
Oh, yeah, because that'd
the
be
liberal
racist.
order
That'd be
would
racist.
be yeah.
Okay, so they've already got a mosque there. Okay, so maybe there is some demand. I just think, how many Muslims would want to move to the most inhospitable state?
They're flooding them in so that they can have a presence there in mighty Texas. That's what this is. I'm sure of it. There's actually, I've got another video up here. We'll have to find it as we go on. There's actually plans for a blacks only.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that,
city.
yeah. So
Which
heading
went
for
to
like
shit.
a racially segregated future.
Yeah,
great.
But the point is that we shared the in Arkansas the whites only.
Oh yeah, because they were Nazis for
They
doing
were
that, weren't
Nazis.
they? I remember that. Yeah.
No, you weren't allowed to do that as white people.
They were told that they were the worst Nazis ever for trying to do that.
We've got a bit of Erica Kirk here.
Okay.
Erica Kirkberg.
Oh yeah, wait a minute. We should have just got some feedback. Can everyone hear the sound? Have we had any sound in any videos yet? Is this going to be the first video?
Yeah, I think
All right,
so.
let us know
I
that you
can't
can
see the chat over because I haven't got this up on my computer here.
Let us know. Let us know if you can hear the sound on this. Oh my god!
This was in a podcast, Lance.
The clip says this isn't AI.
No. Jake Shields shared that. Like, what
Right,
the fuck?
can we actually skip down to the bottom of the WhatsApp because I think I've got an AI remix of this.
Have you? What,
Yeah.
Right at the bottom?
Yeah, go right to the bottom, and then we'll have to go back to where we were. We don't want to miss the space. Is that right at the bottom? Scroll up a little bit. There you go.
This one?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I see where you go. I see where this is going.
Shabbat Shalom, motherfuckers.
Wow.
Original
Yes.
audio. It says.
Original audio.
it is getting a bit weird with her. I mean, it's almost like
She's lost her mind, Lance.
go back at the top. I mean, I hate to say it, but like it's almost like her weird behaviour has actually overshadowed her
Yes,
husband's
100%.
alleged assassination.
100%.
Because if I say it's a real assassination, some people that think it's fake will get pissed off, won't they?
Yes.
So
Is this it? Yes,
I
here
mean,
it
that's
is.
quite a feat, really, if you think about it.
Here it is. Here it is. Here's the video I was talking about.
Right, okay.
So 19 families bought nearly 97 acres of land in Georgia to create, not the country Georgia, the state of Georgia in the US, to create a city safe for black people.
Y'all remember that story about the black families who, 19 of them in Georgia, Freedom, Georgia, they named the place. They bought a bunch of land and they bought a bunch of property and they were going to build a blacks-only community. Well, today I got interested in figuring out how's that community doing, because I know how the whites-only community in Missouri is doing. I was like, let me find out how the blacks-only community is doing. Well, do you want to know something? Those people never even broke ground. They claim they invented everything, built everything in America. This family, 19 families, they didn't even break ground. You know why they didn't break ground? You want to know why? I wanted to know why, so I looked it up. One of the family members ran off with the money.
Oh my God.
You can't make this shit up.
Mate,
One of-
imagine how much money that was. 19 families
97 acres.
pulled their money together. You got enough money for 97 acres. You're talking millions.
Yeah.
Talking millions of dollars.
Somebody
and
fucked off
someone
with it.
legged it with the
Somebody
money.
fucked off with it.
The family members robbed them.
Fucking hell. Even he was saying, "Oh, what was it? Did he say Arkansas or Milwaukee?" He said like the whites only community.
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
how they're doing.
Yeah.
Absolutely fine.
Yeah. building infrastructure. What's this one? Let's put this one in.
Oh, okay. This was a good one. So we come away from the impending socio-economic race war.
Just for now, we're going to
just
go
for-
back to that in just a moment.
Now we're back onto some old news, which is the Soviet Union with some. Make it bigger.
Yes. Let's
Make
do
it. No.
For several
sorry,
years
no,
with a group of
that's making it
doctors and
smaller, Mike.
scientists trying to understand what was happening with the injections.
Let's just go back to the start.
I worked for several years with a group of doctors and scientists trying to understand what was happening with the injections. And I absolutely believe that they were trying to install operating systems in people's bodies.
Operating systems.
Yeah. So
This just
in
got
fact,
dark.
No, if you listen, there's a great clip from right at the beginning of the pandemic when the chief scientist officer at Moderna says we're installing an operating system in people's bodies. And he, he's describing something that can be used plug and play for future vaccines. But if you look at all the material on the Internet of Bodies, you're talking about putting materials in people's bodies that make them basically easier to interact with telecommunications and digital technology.
You're talking about like the 5G stuff and
Yeah.
like how 5G can
So-
connect to this stuff.
so
these
we just-
nanobots.
yeah.
There's a whole. I've done a podcast on this before. It's so bizarre and out there and like hard to grasp, but like
It's not hard to grasp at all because
it just seems like sci-fi.
no, it's not sci-fi at all. It's not, just like they're tagging livestock. I mean, one of the things that really helps you to understand what this looks.
I also took Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu classes. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is a weird
Where did the
sport.
professor come from? Hold on a minute,
Oh,
Professor.
he's underneath.
Welcome
Well,
to you.
I was
Yeah.
literally just going to say, Lance, let's do a diagram here.
Right, okay,
Of what
okay.
she's discussing here.
Okay. Right.
And that's so random that the professor just came up.
1 second, Michael. Let me just get rid of all of this. Erase all handwriting. Okay. So, I remember first of all back in 1 second. I remember back in 20.
Come on, Lance.
Oh wait a minute.
Clicking
It's sorry.
Right, you need to get off the eraser tool.
Yeah, I need
There
to
we
get
go.
off the eraser. We need to go to this one.
Eraser.
Okay, the eraser wasn't working properly. So I remember back in 2021. On Rise Above, okay, on Rise Above. Okay, we were saying the COVID-19 vaccine, okay?
Kosher-19.
Kosher-19, okay, coming from a needle, installing this one, nanobots.
Okay, nanobot.
Nanobots, remember?
Nanobot.
We said this back in 2021. Remember? Rise Above said it first.
Self-assembly.
Self-assembling nanobots. We said Operating systems, Michael. Don't forget. Go back and watch. We did say this. We joked about. Yeah.
We did. Right, let's just hang on.
Oh, what? No. What's happened to the?
Where's the? How do I get?
Is it that one? It's that one there.
Is it that one?
I think it's that one. Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Looks like. I live in a farming community in the United States, and if you know about if you've ever studied livestock management,
No, never.
a lot of this makes a lot more sense.
Okay.
You know, and they are tagging all the livestock, but this is simply a way of, you know, if you get a lot of these nanoparticles into the human body, you're creating the equivalent of an organic barcode. Okay.
But was there? I don't think there was actually any hard evidence that there was any nanoparticles.
So I
in these
strongly
things.
recommend you. We just published. Patrick Wood at Technocracy News. I was the moderator. We just published the second symposium called Omnivore, and this one is called The Battle for the Brain, and it gets into the Internet of Bodies. And here's what I believe, and I'm not a scientist, so don't ask me to explain this at all, but if you look at all the patents and research.
Wait a minute. She just said I'm not a scientist.
She's not a scientist,
but it says she's the chief scientist officer at Moderna in the clip. So I'm a bit
but
confused.
she might be a
science officer, but she's not actually a scientist.
Yeah, but she might be a what do we call it? Not a scientist from the field of which she was just discussing there. Do you know what I mean?
Right. Okay.
Anything. And what they do is they beat you up for a year.
The professor there. We've lost.
Wait. Oh, okay. One second. What's going on?
And you go and like, oh, hey.
Now we're on professor again.
No.
You know, it is clear that there are mysterious ingredients in the food. There are mysterious ingredients in the spray. There are mysterious ingredients in the injections. And the question is, what are those for? And I think it's very
Michael,
intentional.
You proposed to me here in the studio back in 2022, maybe, that it doesn't matter if we didn't take the jab, we're all going to get the nanoparticles, whether it's from the fucking spray or that's exactly what you said.
I believe I proposed. My exact prediction was that everyone has been consuming nanobots since the 1990s. In the 1990s, nanobots were nanotechnology was rolled out into food in the 1990s, but no one talked about it like they did GMO.
Yes,
it's been there for ages. Whether there is a special type of operating system that comes in that needle that is like the final key to your self-assembly like Schwab tech, your internal Schwab tech. I don't know. Okay.
To link you directly up to the IoT.
Yeah, it's like sort of like the final download.
I don't think it's an accident, and I think one of the goals is, as the chief scientist officer at Moderna said, is to install an operating system in your body.
No, she's not the chief science officer at Moderna.
Yes, it's very dark.
Right.
We're going to roll, and you're like, okay, so are we going to train? No, someone's going to come beat you up for a year.
So yes, interesting there. Interesting.
Okay, what have we got next?
We've got a bit of Starmer here, Lance.
Sir Keir Starmer's niece is standing in the local elections in Croydon, one of the safest wards in London. Some disgruntled local Labour activists claim she has been parachuted into a safe Labour seat. Nothing like a bit of communist love and nepotism.
Absolutely, Michael.
That's how they say
it in the family.
Say like that's how a lot of the worst people were put in. Well, a lot of the worst people were put into the worst positions in the Soviet Union through nepotism. People that were completely unfit for their roles, but were full of bravado.
Well, what the
but zero knowledge and zero competence.
Well, what the Bolsheviks did, they actually installed into positions of power at high levels. They installed heads of communities which were discriminated against and not seen as equals. Like that's why they put a lot of Cubists in charge of things like that, and other ethnic minorities which were persecuted because they wanted to do evil to the people that.
I just need to address some of the comments in what was the secret stream.
Yes.
Guys on Patreon, we're really sorry. we made a decision to broadcast to everyone tonight because we're testing out some new technology. We forgot to press play on your stream, so the whole stream is available on all the normal channels. We apologise if you missed the first 10 minutes. You didn't miss too much, don't worry.
Bit more race bait here, Lance.
Oh, great. Right, so yeah, this thing it's popping off in South Africa.
It's going pretty mental. I've got a couple of South African
the
videos.
far right have taken ground in South Africa.
and it's a quite a spectacle because it's not brown people versus white people in South Africa.
So basically, the far right in Africa are black South Africans.
Yeah, as well as white people.
They're accosting. So let's say they're South Africans.
Yes,
accosting Africans. That are coming in on
and Islamic types,
right?
From
the
Middle East,
and they're coming in on what, like fake papers and stuff.
I don't know. They're just fucking jumping borders and doing
I suppose,
whatever.
yeah. You don't.
This is an undocumented foreigner. This one, he's taking our jobs. He's raping our children.
Fucking hell. I am performing a citizen's arrest.
So do you remember,
sir, an undocumented man, sir?
You're raping our children. Do you remember, Lance? I think it was last week we showed the video of there was shots fired in South Africa. That was blacks versus whites.
Yeah, well, that was some red. Is it
red berets?
Yes. Is it the ANC?
Yes, the ANC.
Joseph Malema, that guy, kill the Boers.
I have got,
shoot the farmers.
Here we
Lovely
go.
chap.
Here we go. I think this is the other South African video that I put. Yeah, here we go.
Right, so time to go witch hunt for foreigners in South Africa.
This is a lynch mob, Lance.
They're dressed up as like Zulu warriors.
This is Sky News. Look.
No sound.
No, there's no sound.
Okay. So,
I mean, there was sound.
Are these like Nazis as well? Are these guys white supremacists?
Yeah, of course.
Are they the far right?
Of course.
Things are really getting interesting now, aren't they?
Yeah, look at this, Lance. This isn't a few people.
Yeah, because here's the thing. I suppose, like in Africa,
the flag shagging there, look.
In South Africa, they don't. Do they?
Wait a minute. To everyone here.
So maybe these guys are the equivalent of the far right in Africa, and the far leftists that will shoot the white farmers. Would they be pro the African migrants?
For sure.
Would they?
Because they want more liberalism, more communism. The people that are coming in just want the handouts, don't they?
I suppose communists always want more low-skilled peasants.
Of course.
Yeah, because the white farmers would represent the skilled people. They're like the bourgeoisie. They must be killed. Right, okay.
Oh, see, there was sound there. Did you hear that? There was sound.
We had this problem last week where we had
Let's just close that
No, reload it.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that was it, wasn't it?
There you go.
A warrior formation for a war on foreigners, marching across South Africa's cities to warn African immigrants here that it's time to leave.
This march are saying that it's peaceful, but it doesn't feel peaceful.
They're literally running through the streets, shouting things with like sharp sticks.
Now, look, all our parades and fucking protests that we've got all up and down the country for the last 2 or 3 years now, they're all fairly civilized, aren't they? Let's be honest. I would imagine the same protests in South Africa.
Oh, you'd have multiple people killed at every protest.
Would not be civilized in any fashion.
Finishing weapons, they're in the heart of Johannesburg's central business district, making it clear to everyone here that they do not welcome African foreign nationals.
As the city's residents navigate through hundreds of protesters, they're targeted.
Mate, he's tasering him in the
tasered
street.
It feels like a witch hunt. They keep pointing out people that they think may be foreign and then attacking them. We just saw a man
They may be foreign.
How can they even tell? They probably they want them to speak to see if they've got if they speak good English first of all,
or Afrikaans.
Or they have to speak Afrikaans.
Yeah.
Or
because all the white men all the white people speak Afrikaans in South Africa as well. I've worked with a lot of South Africans on the super industry. They love it.
So this really shatters.
tasered on the side of the street.
Taser on the side of the street.
Are you stopping any acts of violence? Or are you just organizing the march?
Even the lighter moments of this march are channeled at telling foreigners to get out. So what is fueling this aggression?
I'm unemployed. There's no employment. You can't find anything.
Now we are focusing on the illegal foreign nationals. Yes, which are black Africans. That's why we are focusing on illegal foreign. Let me tell you, we go to a hospital, they are illegal foreigner occupying a hospital. You go to school, they are illegal foreigner.
So he's saying that there's plenty of legal foreigners here. We don't need any more. We don't want any illegal ones here. You can't get a job.
Members of Operation Dudula, the military name of this xenophobic movement, can be seen entering the ground of this school earlier this year, harassing parents in front of their children, who they suspect are undocumented. In other instances, they've prevented foreign nationals from accessing healthcare. High unemployment and economic...
This is actually like well serious.
Yeah, it is. Get wild.
This, like, I hate to say it, but like in Africa, like one thing kicks off, and then before you know it, you've basically got like a machete genocide.
Yes, you are 100%.
Yeah, it's really big. It's really like it could be really bad.
Yeah.
Like,
there is a Grant Mitchell podcast. I forget the guy's name. Right, he's a South African businessman, very well to do, very Rupert Lowish. He was on there about 6, maybe 8 months ago.
I believe I've seen a clip of this.
It would be. I would highly recommend anyone that's interested in what's going on in South Africa go and listen to that, because he talks about the farmers getting attacked and stuff on their own land and stuff, and how they do it, and the people getting raped and fucking cut in half on barbed wire fences. It's pretty brutal.
Equality has entrenched poverty in South Africa. But the country is still a refuge to Africans from across the continent, now seen by some here as unwelcome guests in a state of growing scarcity.
So it's the same deal as here. No one can afford a house, no one can afford to do anything.
But in Africa, it's like everything's 100 times worse.
Yeah, and it's just like...
So I'll just say 36 minutes into the stream, a big shout to everyone that's watching this for free on YouTube, X, Facebook. If you want to show us support, sub to our Patreon, because we do put in a lot of work there. There are hundreds of videos on Patreon which you will only see on Patreon. Not all live streams, recorded videos. We're going to be recording some more straight after this stream as well. All single subject videos, watch parties, an evening with, where we do a deep dive into one character in Clown World. That's very popular too. Can't stress it enough. Go and sign up to Patreon. It's free, or to access everything, it's only £3 a month. Scan the QR code. Don't be a peasant.
Is this last week's Lance here?
No, I don't think we've had
I think that.
What, have we showed this? Can someone in the chat?
I can't remember, because look, basically, I'm saying, look, that's the video I just played there, and then there's more South African videos here. Look, did I put them in? I can't remember. Let's have a look. Let's see what they are. I can't remember if I played these. Oh no, that was the one we just played. What was the one below it here? I think this is another South African one. Yeah. South Africans are looking for migrants to beat up with sticks. I'm not seeing that many sticks.
Look at the comments. Where's Antifa when you need them?
So yeah, it is. That was the final of South Africa.
All I know is when there's a whole bunch of Africans with sticks and they start making that sound and they're running towards you, like if you're the wrong person, and they're like, just get out of the way.
Yeah.
Get out of the way. You're gonna get fucked up.
What's going on here?
Oh, is this some more blatant criminality?
Yeah.
You might need to reload it so we get the sound. Yeah, press the reload button.
A machete on display there.
Raw. On display in...
Fucking hell.
A machete on display in broad daylight.
I just gone and shot with samurai swords and that.
Barefaced as well.
Extreme violence on our high streets. This was a daytime brawl.
Oh yeah, the reason I put this in, this is what I remember now. This is on the BBC News, right? So I think they've had to do a report on the fucking knife crime and all the shit, all the brawls on the streets of the UK, because things are getting so bad, and obviously this goes against their multicultural wet dream by reporting on stuff like this. But I think they've got so bad. So this is what the BBC is saying about what's going on.
Crowbar. Barbers fighting over territory.
Barbers, lads. barbers fighting
different
over
clans
territory.
of Kurds fighting each other, like separatist Kurdish groups controlling different barber
They're
shops.
actually saying that these drug dealing, fucking money laundering Turkish barber shops and vape shops are fighting over clients to cut hair.
High streets.
Yeah, right.
This was a daytime brawl.
You got a crowbar?
Barbers fighting over territory.
Get it, man, get it!
To on-street beatings. This is kebab shop turf wars. For the first time, we've heard the stories of dozens of trading standards officers facing death threats and abuse.
And he said, we're going to kill you and we will burn down your house.
This is Mandy's story. She was investigating a UK-wide Kurdish crime gang selling illegal cigarettes through mini-marts.
A male voice shouting, swearing on the phone, do you know who you deal with? You need to stop. If you don't, we're going to kill your husband, we're going to kill you, and we will burn down your house.
She was also followed home and confronted.
He then started to make threats that he knows where I live, and if I don't give the cash that I seize from him, he's going to make my address and personal telephone number known to everybody. Bear in mind, he was a failed asylum seeker, not permitted to work.
She says the intimidation escalated. Her car was rammed. This was the CCTV. The damage cost thousands.
So we've decided to sell our house. And this was supposed to be my forever home because I immigrated from South Africa to get away from that fear in your own home. And now I'm back at that in this country, and I didn't expect that.
We've been told about repeated death threats, with one mini-mart worker shouting, I will kill you, to trading standards. Also, a female officer was threatened with rape on the high street. Another was forced to watch pornography, while one was poked in the breast. And weapons have been found in shops, axes, bats and blades. There was even a report of a gun being discovered. In response, the government says violence and abuse against public officials will not be tolerated, and it will act against criminal businesses.
So there we go. That's
there's
from the
literally
BBC.
there's one of these shops at the end of my road.
Yeah.
They sell a pouch of baccy that's normally like what, 30 or 40 quid.
Yeah.
For £19 cash.
Yeah.
Under the counter baccy.
Yeah, there's cigarettes as well.
I mean, all the guys in there are very friendly. They have a very nice shop.
Why
but
isn't that fucking changing over there?
I think it's easier to drag the big one onto the small one.
I've been doing that. Oh, there we go.
There we go. That's a bit better, isn't it? Big shout out to everyone tuned in. This is Midweek Raw 17. For all of you that are watching on YouTube, on X, on Facebook, we're giving you a little taste of what we do Wednesday nights on Patreon. We're broadcasting to everyone tonight with our Midweek Raw medley from our WhatsApp group. It's a lot more freestyle. It's a lot more off the cuff, isn't it, PG?
So Lance shared this on his social media.
Oh, this
right,
is classic.
So this was, what did you put?
Should we get,
it was the gender pay gap.
Let's get a different, I want to get a different view. Can we just get rid of the comments for a section? Let's get that view there. That's better.
Yeah, go on, Lance, you explain.
So we can't call this an assassination attempt of Donald Trump, can we?
No.
To the guy, this is the video of the guy that let off some shots in the lobby of the, what was it, the White House Correspondents' Dinner, something like that.
Yeah.
And
look at the carpet, Lance.
Oh yeah, nice. It's literally the Black Cube. Is that the official carpet of the Black Cube organisation?
Obviously.
You spotted that one, Andy PG. So this guy basically ran past these security guards and started firing his gun. And this is the actual CCTV. And this video is called "The Gender Pay Gap Explained."
There's no sound. It's CCTV.
Wait for it. Wait for it. Watch these women here. These two particularly. It's about to happen.
Bearing in mind these are security officers.
At White House Correspondents'
With the
Dinner.
fucking president there.
Oh, look at that. That's interesting. They're taking down the metal detector. That's very interesting. Here we go. Here it is. So we've got our perpetrator here running through, sort of dressed like the Joker. Let's just rewind it a little bit, micro rewind. We'll go through frame by frame. We'll watch. Yeah, let's do this.
Well,
right?
the dude here who he runs past instantly draws his weapon. instantly.
So this is guy number one here in the foreground, right? Boom. No, okay. So this guy here first has drawn his weapon. Obviously,
He's
probably
seen him coming up the corridor.
Yeah, but he's obviously probably realised
This guy still doesn't know what's going on yet.
In the line of fire, he's got this officer here whose head height is basically
Yes.
like head exploding height, and then he's got these gender pay gappers over here. Right, next frame. Okay, man in the forefront is now starting to
Get
react
active.
because this guy with a rifle is running towards
He's
him.
becoming animated. There we go. Look,
Mate, he was
straight
running
in.
fucking fast.
He
Look at
was.
the guy that was taking the metal detector down. Is he? Okay.
So no, straight up draws his weapon. 3 women run off.
I believe they're going to actually give us a zoomed in reload of it.
Look, they
So-
just ran out. Obviously, I'm no misogynist, Lance, as you know, but it's it should have been 33.
It should have been 33. Let's make it bigger for everyone. I think this is really good. So they've slowed it down here.
Here comes Joker. He's coming in. Yeah, so dude here's seen him running. He's drawing his weapon now as he's coming through the thing. Drawn.
Great work from the officer down here in the bottom left.
Yeah.
He could have popped one off at him there, but he probably thought it was a bit risky. Of course, this all could be fake. Now look.
Oh, it's all fake and gay, Lance.
By this time, everyone is drawing for their weapons. This guy, the last dude to draw for his weapon, in his defence, was this officer here.
Who was on the ground.
He was on the ground dealing with this door. He was the last one to draw his weapon. By the time he's got his weapon out, what's happened to the women? They've already legged it. That is terrible.
And then they're actually off. Look,
They're
actually off,
running in
right
the
off.
opposite direction. What is the point in them even being there and then having a uniform? That is crazy.
But they take the salary, Lance. They want the salary.
Okay, but look, they're stood there with their hands in the pockets or in their little vest things. Absolutely criminal. So yeah, I hate to say it, female members of the right community.
Even if these women are here, just that this one's got gloves on. Maybe she's there to search people coming through here. However, you still have to have
they've got
somebody.
badges on. They've got badges on.
There's
mate.
still you still have to have people that are ready to go to even to do that job. Like, come on.
This isn't like the BIC.
No,
this isn't.
It's a presidential dinner with Donald Trump.
Donald Trump's there. He's already trying to assassinate him 33 times
assassination
already.
attempt, Lance.
Many attempts. Let me get another drink.
Yeah. Right. Oh, here we go. This was a great one. This was some English politics. It was BBC Question Time. That's it. Some peasant show. For hang on, let's just get that view right here so everyone can see us as well. I'll just wait for Michael to come back. How many people? We've currently got 106 peasants tuned in on CubeTube and 16 tuned in on Peasantron. So word to everyone's nan. So Lance, this is BBC Question Time,
Right.
and this was recently this week. So if you slap your headphones on, I've been
Michael.
waiting. So to keep the peasants.
Go on then.
Oh, we've got. Hang on, there we go.
Reload that,
Reload
reload.
that shit. Rewind it.
Reload.
Green Party, you just stated that, lady from the Green Party, you just stated that you've seen racial hatred in the country. Could you please specify where that hatred is coming from?
Not quite sure what you mean. But do you mean from the general public, or?
Well, she said there's racial hatred in the country, and I'd just like to know where she thinks it's coming from.
He's actually asking a super simple,
very basic, Lance.
Very basic,
Yeah.
very simple, direct question, right? And it might seem a little bit reductive, a little bit, what's the word, pedantic. What is he getting at here? But no, let's really break it down. If you make the claim that there is a huge increase in something like racial hatred,
you've got to bring the receipts, Lance.
Well, not just that. If that's the case, the first thing, well, who?
Yeah.
Who's doing that?
Who's doing that?
Who's doing that?
Where's it come from?
Right, if there's racial hatred and that someone is committing racial hatred against other people, let's not just think about who it's happening to. Let's think about who's doing it and stop them. Who's doing it? Perfectly reasonable question.
I mean, I was talking about the fact that there is a rise in racially motivated crime, that kind of thing. There's more and more hate crimes. There's more reports of people feeling uncomfortable, unsafe. There's more division.
You said there's racial hatred. Where do you think it's coming from?
Okay.
Oh, okay.
What are you getting at exactly?
What are you getting at exactly?
Where does you think this racial hatred is coming from?
What do you mean? What specific sectors
Well,
of the community?
I can actually say that where I think it's coming from, actually, is that we live in rip-off Britain and people are having a really, really tough time. They're struggling because their bills are going up. They're struggling because they can't...
This sounds like something the Socialist Workers' Party would say at one of their meetings.
Bills and groceries is the reason for racism.
Or their rents.
Perfect.
I actually think this is the reality. They're struggling because food is now so expensive.
It's food, Lance.
Food, rent, groceries. That causes racial hatred.
What that means is that there's then a tendency to find someone to blame. And I think that there have been narratives. Zia's party is definitely one of these narratives, like the people propagating these narratives, that will point the finger at certain communities to blame them when it is not the fault of those communities. So I actually think that the economic situation, which is disastrous at the moment, is a big reason why hate's on the rise. So that's why we need to solve the economic problems.
So what she's basically suggesting here is that peasants are so stupid that when the price of everything goes up, the first thing they do is blame it on brown people.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Look at the pause on. Look at the face on that. There.
Or no, we're being reductive. Or white people. Are we assuming that the only racism is towards brown people? Because it's certainly not.
I think that's what this gentleman was getting at. He's dressed in all white. He's a white guy dressed in all white.
Or what he could be getting at is he could be a pro-Israel guy and go, well, all right, you're talking about racial hatred. You talk about anti-Semitism. Who's really doing the anti-Semitism? I.e., it's the Muslims.
Because
a lot of people are always on that tip.
It does say here on the screen, like, what can be done to protect the Jewish community.
Yeah. So I would guarantee that he, rather than being on a pro-white tip, he's probably being more on a
pro-Cubish,
a goyim tip.
To end rip-off Britain, make sure ordinary people are having a better life day to day, not struggling so much, but we also need to really focus on community cohesion and living well together.
Okay. Get more youth centres, that will stop racial hatred. Yeah, cycle lanes.
Here we go. We missed that last one.
Let me...
But you're not prepared to pinpoint where it's coming from. There we go. Thank you. The lady from the Green...
Guarantee he's pro-Israel.
Yes.
I think that's more likely than what you said.
We've got one here from Becky S. on X here. If it's gonna, there we go.
Pick up Ashley Styles. Big shout out to Sophie Gale.
Yeah, so this was the Islamic cult raid.
This is well interesting.
Police are digging the ground and sniffer dogs are out. I wonder what they're looking.
Do you know what I find really interesting about this?
What are they digging for? Speculate between yourselves about what they're digging up the ground for. Like, you use your common sense. Why would ground be dug up?
Do you pause it? Do you remember back in the time, about 2 months ago, we showed a video of someone looking through some gates, and there was an Asian security guard wandering around
with an AI robot dog.
With a robot dog,
yes.
And people were saying that's a migrant hotel.
Yes.
Well, it wasn't. It was this place. This place had AI robot dog security at it.
Wow.
This cult had its own security force, which included robot dogs. So what's so interesting about this Ahmadi cult of light? I can't remember exactly what they're called. It's something like that. What's so interesting about it is that they're claiming to be a Quranic Shia Muslim offshoot that has its own new version of Muhammad called the Mahdi. But I can't help but think that it's like a couple of movies that I've seen recently. There's a movie, I think, called The Mahdi, where this character turns up in the Middle East who looks exactly like this guy in real life.
Who says he's the Messiah?
In fact, he looks a bit like me, nondescript, could be white, could be a bit Islamic, could be a bit mixed race. And he doesn't say he's anything, but he starts appearing at holy sites, and people of all three Abrahamic religions say he's the Mahdi.
He's the top man.
Yeah, and he sort of performs miracles and stuff. And this guy looks exactly the same as him, and he's calling himself the Mahdi. And it appears that the arrests have been made on the charges of rape, sexual imprisonment,
Human
trafficking, modern day slavery. But the police have been very specific that they're not investigating the cult. So that would indicate that those charges are against individuals, and it's nothing to do with
the organisation.
Which makes it even weirder. Because if you're busting down the gates of an organisation or a literal cult that has a leader that's saying they're the prophet and the reincarnation of Muhammad or Jesus, and you're doing them for human trafficking, modern day slavery, forced marriage,
sexual abuse,
child abuse, but you're not investigating the fact that it's an organised cult, and that was the vehicle that all those charges came from. That's
weird.
Super weird,
That's
right?
Weird.
So.
Was it this morning or last night you got let out?
So that's that one. Whoops.
Because, by the way, Muslims totally reject that cult.
Do they?
They say no, they're not Muslims. Because this cult, they reject the hadiths.
They're digging round the back.
A little tiny bit of them. I don't need.
They're rubbish, aren't they?
So let's see if there's.
So that's sort of like a Jew that says, "I'll read the Torah, but I reject the Talmud."
Oh yeah. Yes. There's the dog.
Well, that was working, isn't it?
Working. What's this here, though?
This is a sign on the main gate.
The Museum of Muhammad and his household. The world's introducing the first museum dedicated to the Prophet Muhammad and his family.
Do you know what the funny thing is about this story? Is people that live near to this in Crewe, for the last 2 years, they've been investigating this cult, and do you know the videos of all the guys in black jogging past?
Yeah.
That was this cult.
No, I know. Yeah,
right. So there's all this evidence and all this stuff that's been going on, and all the people that have been investigating it and documenting it and filming all their weird activities and going, something weird's going on here. Guess what happened? Well, they all got called racists and Nazis.
Shut down.
And I think some of them got their doors knocked.
Probably did.
Like you like doing a hate crime against these people?
Yes.
And then it turns out all of this.
Sitting on the plane, searching there for everything. No, the officers have seen the robot dog. But if it's been seized or what?
It's fucking weird, right?
At the end of the day, you've got to have some means, or you're just stupid with what money you've got. If you've got a robot AI dog, those things aren't cheap.
Yeah, no, of course they're not.
Those things are they're only just on the market.
Here we go, Lance. Mark Rowley said that the Met needs new specialist police force to protect British from pandemic of anti-Semitism.
A pandemic,
Lance,
of anti-Semitism. It's almost like it's contagious. That when one person starts to notice, other people around them, they notice, and then they realize, oh, it's okay to notice because loads of other people are noticing as well.
Met Police Commissioner Mark Rowley has said London needs a special force to protect Jews.
A special anti-Semitism force.
Yep.
Good luck with that. Good luck with that.
Far-right group buying UK land to build whites-only enclaves, Lance.
Nazis, racists.
Have a read of that.
So, Great British blogs, a controversial scheme linked to a far-right figure, of course they're far-right, has raised alarms in the UK after reports revealed efforts to buy land and create so-called white-only communities. The project, known as the Woodlander Initiative, has already purchased plots in rural Wales and aims to expand across the country. Critics say it's inspired by racially segregated settlements abroad and rooted in extremist ideologies. Isn't it strange that when the government in Australia spend millions on creating a little India town?
Yeah.
When those 19 black families, when they want to do it, wow, so good for them. The Indians, we'll give them a government grant. We'll actually get taxpayers to pay for that.
But the white man in Arkansas,
in Texas, the Muslim-only town, groundbreaking, amazing.
Yeah, groundbreaking.
But these people, far right extremists. It's so funny. It's so in your face, this stuff now.
Yeah.
Now, when I come across someone that hasn't noticed it or is trying to deny its apparentness, I can do nothing but laugh in their face.
Me too.
I can't take that person seriously anymore. If you haven't noticed
that means that they're not susceptibly aware to their surroundings.
Well, there's only two conclusions to draw. They're either not susceptible to their surroundings, / cognitively impaired, their awareness is compromised, or they agree with it.
Yes.
Which is obviously the more shocking option. But some people that would argue that this is even a thing, they do it to try and in tacit agreement with it.
Yeah. Although organisers claim the project is about self-sufficient living, investigations have linked to the groups promoting white nationalist views. The initiative has reportedly raised over £160,000 towards a $1 million goal to acquire land nationwide, with ambitions to build isolated enclaves made up of like-minded individuals.
Oh, look at this comment here. Made in Cornwall. The Woodlander Initiative is a great group of lovely people. I bet they are. It's called the Woodlander Initiative.
Yeah.
Like
not the Whitelander.
I guarantee.
Or the Auslander.
I guarantee it's a bunch of people that are well into like being Woodlanders.
It's clearly racist.
That happen to be white, and it's probably not much more than that, and they're just getting called a bunch of far-right extremists. It's just so pathetic.
Local communities have reacted with concern, Lance, as some residents unaware of the group's background until after land purchases were completed. Experts say efforts like this often struggle in reality, but still pose risks by deepening division and spreading extremist ideas, Lance. Wanting to grow some veg and have some chickens.
Wanting to live in the woods and make your own community is extremist.
The situation has sparked wider debate about the land ownership transparency and how such movements operate under the radar. Mate, do you remember what's the meme about like extremists, and it's just a picture of a family like on their homestead
growing vegetables, mowing the lawn.
That's it.
So
we've had in this,
everyone that's not retarded can see it.
We've had in this stream tonight blacks only community. Now the
Muslims only in Texas.
Muslims only Texas.
Last week we covered the Little India that was being funded by the government in Australia.
Yeah. To a pretty penny.
It's almost as if it's almost like everyone can encourage segregation for every other group of people. In fact, in some cases,
of the Uyghur.
The governments will actually sponsor it.
Yeah,
using the tax money from other people.
Yeah, from the white
to
man.
pay for
from
it.
The white man.
Amazing.
The Middle East regions are asking for halal organs. UN testimony exposes massive Muslim demand for halal organs harvested from Uyghur Muslims. A $9 billion industry.
Wait a minute, didn't we
built on slaughtering fellow Muslims?
Didn't we mention this?
We did, Mike.
In our Golden Triangle special.
We did.
Rise Above said it first.
And in the case of the Uyghurs, for example, it's not only profit. Let's say the Middle East regions, they are asking for halal organs at the moment, and there's a big demand for this kind of organs. So the Uyghur...
Is that Ghislaine Maxwell?
I was just literally thinking the same thing. She's now sat on an organ harvesting UN panel.
Are kind of a moneymaker right now for the Chinese transplantation system, and we are talking about a $9 billion industry.
Oh, so Made in Cornwall says the Woodlander project is now up to 220,000.
Yeah, nice.
They got 50 grand more.
Nice.
Good on them. By the way, at Rise Above, we support everyone's right to go and make their own community.
Absolutely.
And it's freedom of choice. If you want to go and create your own community and say these are our rules, we support it no matter who you are.
Oh.
Reload that. I think it's called right of association.
Yeah, it is right of association.
I support right of association.
COVID-19 is targeted to attack Caucasians and black people. The people who are most immune are Ashkenazi Jews and Chinese.
Sorry, reload. Hold on, because I might have done something cool with the clearly racist button.
Yeah, you did.
But I actually omitted a seriously important fact. Let's call a micro rewind. So, RFK Jr. is saying that Kosher 19 targets Caucasian and black goyim, but who doesn't it target? We missed.
To attack Caucasians and black people. The people who are most immune are Ashkenazi Jews and Chinese.
How convenient.
How convenient, Michael.
What a strange combination. It's almost like you can target everyone else apart from the new people, the very select group of people, one of the smallest groups of people in the world, and then one of the largest groups of people in the world who are completely ethnically, genetically different.
Yes.
There is no genetic link between Chinese people and Ashkenazi Jews.
No.
Isn't that strange?
We don't know whether it was deliberately targeted that or not, but there are papers out there that show the racial and ethnic differential impact to that. We do know that the Chinese are spending hundreds of millions of dollars developing ethnic bioweapons, and we are developing ethnic bioweapons. That's what all those labs in the Ukraine are about.
So all the labs in Ukraine are about making ethnic bioweapons. They're collecting Russian DNA.
They're collecting Russian DNA. They're collecting Chinese DNA so that we can target people by race.
So that we can target people by race, Lance.
It's clearly racist.
And people say that we say crazy shit, and we're like...
That's from RFK, like the fucking health chancellor.
Isn't he the health advisor to the president of America? Yeah. The president of the United States
secretary
just said, we are making race-targeted... What's going on here?
I don't know.
Oh, why can't you just click no, don't sign in? It's not that good anyway. It's only a picture.
Okay, we'll leave it.
Yeah, we'll go on to the next thing. Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that.
Personas migrantes y racializadas que por favor no.
So, Lance, you're going to have to read.
So it says here, this clip says that leftist politicians in Europe are now admitting their plan to carry out replacement of Christians and white people with migrants. So what does...
so, Lance, read the...
Let me just make it... Okay. It says, please don't leave us alone with so many right-wingers.
No nos dejen solas con tanto facha. Y claro que
Of
sí
course,
queremos que
we
voten.
do want them to
Claro
vote.
que sí. Hemos conseguido papeles,
Of course, we achieved the papers,
regularización ya.
regularization,
Y ahora vamos
and
a
now
por
we're going for the
nacionalidad
nationality to change the law so that they can vote.
o a cambiar la ley para que puedan votar, por supuesto.
Of course,
Ojalá,
I hope,
teoría del
replacement
reemplazo.
theory.
Ojalá podamos
Hopefully,
barrer
we can
de
sweep out
fachas
right-wingers
y de
and racists this
racistas
country
este
with
país,
migrant
con
people,
gente migrante, con gente
with hard-working
trabajadora.
people.
Claro que yo
Of
quiero
course,
que haya
I want there to
reemplazo,
be a replacement,
reemplazo de
a replacement
fachas,
of right-wingers,
reemplazo de racistas,
replacement of racists,
reemplazo de
replacement of
vividores,
scroungers,
y que lo
and
podamos
that, and we
hacer
can
con
do
la
this
gente
with working
trabajadora
people
de
of this
este
country,
país, tenga el color
whatever
de la
skin
piel que
colour you
tenga,
have.
sea...
Is that was that someone in Spain?
I think it's someone, maybe Spain, maybe Portugal. I'm not entirely
No, yeah,
sure.
it was Spain because in the comments
Yeah.
someone said nuke Spain.
So
Holy
yeah,
shit,
that's the
openly
leftist-
saying that we need to replace right wingers with
Yeah.
migrants. Well, at least they're being honest. At least they're being honest.
The WEF audience is told that the British public will be bribed to accept net zero and then forced to change their behaviour to make themselves poorer. Punishments for the unbelievers isn't far off.
We are, broadly speaking, agreed that we need to get on track towards a net zero, climate safe and nature positive future, but we know this will not be easy. And we're going to need to change behaviours of both individuals, but also the way that our industries and corporations and also our governments work and practice. We're going to need to do this through a mixture of carrots and hopefully perhaps not so many sticks, and some kind of mix. And there's a very active and live debate as to how we go about this. But we're likely to see an increasing move towards a more stick-like interventions into the future as things worsen if we're not able to act.
So they're using the carrot and stick metaphor. What is the Schwabian stick? I mean, what's a Schwabian carrot?
Yeah, I don't know. Digital carrot, Monsanto carrot.
Well, it's about dangling the carrot with the stick, and they say, as long as you're chasing the carrot, you're not going to get hit with the stick.
Yes,
I guess.
Right, we've got a fair few here from you, Michael.
Right, so this is the video that I was talking about. Tony Martin has done the mathematics.
I went along to
Mathematics regarding
the spend.
Oh yes,
on
the peasant spend.
the peasant defence spend.
Yes.
the protest yesterday outside Downing Street by the campaign against anti-Semitism, complaining and shouting out and demanding that the government aren't doing enough to protect Jews. So this morning, I've got a longer video coming out later that I recorded last night. But this morning I was doing a bit of research into how much money is getting spent, looking up the numbers. And basically, how it seems to me is, or should I say how the actual figures go, is that for every person in the United Kingdom, the government spend around £300 to protect us and keep us safe. Well, not all of that money is spent to keep us safe and protect us. Some of it's spent protecting embassies and other things that got nothing to do with ordinary people. But roughly £300 per person per year is the budget for policing per person. So when you look at this money that's getting spent protecting Jews, which was a lot anyway, and it's just had an extra £25 million added to it yesterday. When you include the money getting given in grants to the CST, Shomrim and whoever else, when you include their charity status, gift aid and what they receive back in business rates and things like that, they're getting an extra £338 per person spent on their protection. So that's £300 per ordinary British citizen and £638 for every Jew in the United Kingdom. So it's more than twice. It's a ridiculous amount of money. I don't think anyone's suggesting that the Jews should just be thrown under a bus and just let people kill them. Obviously not. But when you think that there's so much less like...
I mean, some people are saying that.
Yeah, some people are literally...
People are saying that,
yeah, but some people are making whole meme channels about it, yeah.
Likely, or I believe are less likely to be murdered due to all this extra things putting in their defence. And it's such a high-profile case every time an incident
we
happens.
can cut it there
even
because
things like
he's basically made the point that, like, that extra £338 per Jewish person is on top of the £300 they already get.
Mm.
And now they want an extra £25 million as well. So, oh yeah, right. So this here says, imagine being a white Gentile living in Israel, running a civil rights group that proudly charted when Jews would become a minority, and calling any Jew that objected to becoming in a minority, calling them a supremacist. Well, Mark Potek of the SPLC, the Southern Poverty Law Centre, remember we were talking about them last week?
Yeah.
He does this for white people in America, and that's a picture of him. So he's an Israeli living in America, working for the Southern Poverty Law Centre.
Trying to genocide white people.
And that's his notes of the decline of the white population. And he made a job out of anyone questioning this, calling them a white supremacist.
Right.
And this is
seems reasonable.
And this is a very poignant meme, pointing out, imagine if a white person was doing that in Israel. They would probably be executed.
They probably would, yeah.
They'd probably be locked up forever. You would never see them again.
They'd be Mossaded.
Yeah, they'd get Mossaded. Big shout out to everyone tuned in. And remember, if you want to support Rise Above properly, do sign up to Patreon. We'll put the QR code on the screen in a moment. This is well funny. So, I do think that AI has actually got a real place, and it's in like political propaganda. We've seen some of the best political propaganda
Some of it's amazing.
in the last 6 months, haven't we?
And movie trailers.
And movie trailers as well, movies that don't exist. I'm just going to blow this up a little bit so everyone can properly appreciate it. And what was it saying this is? What the Green Party voters think the future will look like in the UK versus what it will really look like. And okay, let's be honest here. Let's be realistic. This is a stylized AI meme. But I can't help but look at either one of these options and think, as funny and as characterised.
It's accurate, Lord.
It's accurate, PG. So let's start at the top. What have we got here? I keep looking at the small version.
Just rainbows
So
everywhere.
we've got a street with rainbow paintings everywhere, which we've already seen. This is already happening. Rainbows appearing everywhere. Palestine flags. A rainbow gulag for re-education centre for fascists.
Trans flag up there. A re-education centre
for fascists.
It is. I didn't notice. Yeah, with the communist sign there. Excellent. How nice.
Yeah. Now, people on the left say that's just a stupid right-wing caricature. I hate to say it. No, it's not. I know that that's what it would look like. Definitely. And down the bottom, this looks like sort of like...
Literally every month would be Gay Pride Month.
Every day.
Every day would be.
Every day.
Yeah.
Infinite pride. Down the bottom is basically like the future of what it would actually look like if the Greens got in and you just increased the Islamism.
It's like your 1984.
You increased basically the two-tiered system and the suppression of anyone who isn't a leftard, and you're going to end up with basically a rerun of Northern Ireland, sectarian
So
violence.
Lance, so this is poignant. So the fence here, the segregation fence from the Islam territory, from the Patriots here.
Yeah.
That's essentially like the diversity barriers that we've got in the city centre. I wonder when it's going to get to the point where it's the diversity barriers are going to go for the other way, for people trying to mow down Islamists.
What? Well, if it switched over, things just got crazy.
Yeah, like they've put the diversity fences up here.
If it got really bad in the UK, it's like each different community in
That
each
would be like
sector would
Northern
have to
Ireland.
have like security checks to get in and out, so you can't just ram straight in.
And there's your 15-minute city.
Yeah,
right there.
exactly. So I just want to make it clear, Rise Above doesn't want to see either of these futures.
No,
we are absolutely opposed to either of these futures. But the current
I'd
trajectory,
be fucking left alone by
the current trajectory is facing this way. And obviously, if the clan simulation decided that the government was going to be the Green Party, then all that's going to happen is the road to this is going to be just like they're going to just take off the brakes. It would just happen more quickly.
With the Schwab City, 15-minute Schwab cities, and the AI fucking cameras everywhere watching everyone, just the AI, the Internet of Things, right? That's all like Israeli tech, isn't it?
Yeah.
So do you think, Lance, all of these antiseptic attacks might be an excuse for the reason why we need more of an eye on police?
Of course.
Even if they're not actually fake, even if people are dying and are being injured, it's still going to be used to increase the police state.
With this stuff, it's all of the above. It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be a fake attack against, per se, Jewish people or Muslims, or a government orchestrated
9/11.
9/11.
Yeah.
It can be that, but it can also be the kind of and this I hate to say, I'm not going to name any names here. This is where the truther community and the conspiracy theorists go full retard and get it wrong. What they fail to realise is when those events go on that are false flags and are orchestrated, you create an atmosphere. I think the good Becky S is here. You create an atmosphere of sectarian tension where real organic things start to happen, and that's where we are now. I'm fully convinced that a lot of the time, or at least some of the time, when people are getting Alu Akbar in the street, it is completely real and organic. Do you see what I'm saying?
Mate, 100%.
You know, yes, the 7/7 bombings, yes, the Boston bombings, Manchester Arena, very sketchy, lots of questions, and you can debate about those events forever, and certainly some of them, most of them, maybe almost all of them are false flags in some way or another. Doesn't mean an explosive didn't go off, doesn't mean no one got hurt or killed, but it can still be an orchestrated event. What the comments saying here from Kelly Woolley, orchestration across the hypnotised nations. Yeah, that sounds about right. Kelly and Ushka, I watched a video today about quantum magic and how it works. Yeah, that's essentially what that quantum magic thing is what I've been hinting at a lot of times when I do talk about these false flag events. And I often say that it's never just one thing. It's always almost like a stratus of layers of happenings. One of them will involve something physically real, whether it's a staged explosion, a vehicle ramming something, shots being fired. But then below it and above it, you've got the media apparatus.
Why aren't we doing a diagram? Why aren't we doing a diagram, Michael?
Okay. So we're talking about false flags, and we're actually talking about quantum magic here, right? Okay.
It's quantum magic.
Quantum magic. Okay. Erase your handwriting. Current page. Oh. Okay, right. Hello, Becky S. Welcome to the studio. Welcome back, Becky S. Hello, good to see you. Hello, welcome. Okay, right, let me just make it bigger because the subject today, Michael, is gotta get this right. Okay.
Cubist false flag.
Quantum magic. So, what I was talking about a second ago, it's almost like a stratus, many different layers, right in the center here. This is your event right here, the center. You have a line. This is baseline. The baseline here. I'm making this up as I go along. There's a brand new theory happening right now. My predictions are real. Okay.
This is why it's above Professor Yang.
Here is the event. Here's the initial event.
The initial event.
As reported. Above here, you have the media stratus. Here's media. Okay. They are taking the real event and projecting outwards like this. Taking event, projecting outwards. Beneath, you may have stage actors. Oh, shit.
You also have organic actors. Yes,
okay.
Organic.
Also, real people. Any good type must have real person included, actors and real people. But somewhere you have real event. This one could be gunshot, bang, 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 bang. Could be car ramming here. See wheels. Yeah. Okay. It's almost like as soon as I put this in my hand and the camera's rolling, I forget how to draw and stuff. It's really bad, but I'm going to practice more. But what I'm trying to say here is, there's one thing that happens here, and then you actually end up with a multi-strated layered event. You might have down here. You could say you've got like false witness testimony. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Here. Get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Understand?
And you have real witness testimony.
Yeah.
From a genuine person.
We go for a different colour for that one. No, okay, we're going on a tangent, but that was good. So how did we get from that to there?
Well, we were talking about I was talking about the diversity barriers here, wasn't I? In the 1984.
That's right.
And when it will be the tables will be turned.
Okay.
Oh, what was this one? Yeah, I saw this one. I think I might have to.
The alien species, right? You know all. You know all about the alien species, right? You know all about the catalog. The guy.
I've included
UFO disclosure
because of the David Wilcock subject, and we've been talking about basically like professional liars. Okay, that are feeding this bullshit narrative. We mentioned Dr. Greer. And after we mentioned
the entire Gaia channel.
After we mentioned him, now this guy is in my algorithm all the time.
Excellent.
And it's like he hasn't slowed down with some of the stuff he's saying. So I thought I'd just chuck in, just for reference, a couple of the really retarded clips that I came across. Okay?
About the alien species, right? You know all about the catalog. The guy said there's 69 different ones.
Oh yeah, there's, and our team has had
69 different aliens. It's getting like genders.
Is there some headphones here for Becky? Yes.
Yeah. Usually there's some plugged in down here.
That's what I was looking for.
Yeah. The wire comes out down here. I can see it. It's down there. If you grab the wire there, and then if there aren't any plugged into that wire. Is there a wire here?
Oh, yeah, I can see it.
There you go. That mic, is there a mic plugged in there? Oh, no, there's not.
Okay. Is it plugged in? Are the headphones plugged in?
They should be.
Right, let's start this again. Then Becky can.
You know all about the alien species, right? You know all about the catalog. The guy said there's 69 different ones.
Oh yeah, there's, and our team has had experiences with
69 different genders, 69 different aliens.
With a huge variety.
And you've never seen anything like that one with the red eyes, the Virginia one?
No. There's a physicist I'm working with. He's down near the Redstone Arsenal, Huntsville, Space Flight Center, Marshall Space Flight Center. He has his own skiff I've been in, and his lower level of his house is also a skiff, a secure compartment information facility. And these guys have created like toroidal electromagnetic systems where they will tap into the ninth ring of hell or whatever, and some creature will be 3D running
ring of hell
or whatever
around the lab
in their house.
And it sounds absolutely crazy, and it is, but it's true.
You know all.
Mate, this guy looks like a reptilian.
Yeah, he does.
Look at him.
Yeah.
Skiff, the secure compartments where they will tap into the ninth ring of hell or whatever, and some creature will be 3D running around the lab.
But you see what I'm saying? Okay, a creature ripping out of a portal. Let's just put that to one side. Let's go back a minute. He's talking about 69 different types of aliens, okay? Yeah, my team is working with multiple different types. So this guy that's on all of these stations, he's working with multiple different types of extraterrestrials.
Like your blue avians.
Oh, all of those. 69 different types, right? And then what did the dude say? But I'd never seen this one type. What, the ones with red eyes?
The
The ones with red eyes. Like, oh wow, we need to think of a new one. What can it have? Give it red eyes.
Here you go.
Never seen anything like that one with the red eyes, the Virginia one.
The Virginian one.
The Virginian one. It's like, I hate to say it, but they're not very inventive. They're not very imaginative. When I think of other life forms, my imagination tends to go a little bit past something that's basically the shape of a human with red eyes or blue skin.
Look at the actual alien from Alien, from the movie, the Alien movie franchise. That was an amazing creature.
H.R. Geiger, mate.
Yeah, and I mean, Predator still was like a humanoid type thing with arms. Well, I mean, just so it was an alien, technically, wasn't it? That still had legs and arms and a tail.
It's a bipedal, a bipedal humanoid. Yeah, you could say that like the
bipedal. Nice.
Yeah, 2 legs. You could say that the what are they called in? Someone in the comment section, what are the predators called? What's their name? We know the alien in Alien is called a xenomorph. What is the name, official name? Because there's a whole lore about the predators. Yeah. I always thought that they were quite a strong representation of like the reptilian from the classic conspiracy theory about reptilians, the warrior class. It's gonna what's the name of the predator species? What's it saying? Anyone in the comments got it yet? Maybe not.
Oh, Yota. Yeah, so the J would be silent.
I don't know exactly how to pronounce it. But do you see what I'm saying? If you listen to these people like Greer, like Wilcox, the aliens that they describe, past the greys, which are described as non-human, non-biological entities, almost like they're drones. They're actually the most interesting, intricate aliens.
Yeah, they are.
Compared
with the shit they're describing.
Yeah, it's a bit lame. That was only my fault.
It's very PG.
It's a bit fucking Spielberg,
parental
isn't it?
guidance. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's not Ridley Scott.
Yeah, it's not Ridley Scott. It's a bit Steven Spielberg, Michael. Okay,
right,
back to WhatsApp. We've got power fruities, haven't we?
Bit of that. Right. Oh yeah, here we go. Check this out. This is a Dutch advert. Let me just refresh that just in case it sounded. This is, I think it was a Dutch advert. A public service announcement has been released in Denmark featuring a white Danish couple cuddling on a couch. Suddenly, an expert appears and tells them that this is inbreeding.
What?
Nu får du den. Det er vildt, hvad vi kan læse ud af DNA'et fra gamle tænder og gamle afføring. De første mennesker i Grønland, de uddøde på grund af en arv. DNA'et i den her lille
fætter, first couple in Greenland they came extinct. The DNA, this little cousin, show that we Danes have
andre folkeslag fra Mellemøsten og Vestasien.
Basically, they're saying that we survived in antiquity by
interbreeding
with people from East Asia.
Yes.
Det har gjort os mere resistent over
made us more resilient to diseases.
Så hvis vi ikke blander os med fremmede,
so if we mix with
så hvis I skal give jeres kommende børn de bedste muligheder, så skal I nok vælge noget lidt mere eksotisk.
Choose something a little more exotic.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Look, he's using like a chocolate.
Nu får du den.
Right, I need to read the comments here because I'm actually taking in how Bolshevik this is.
I know, right?
This is nuts. This is nuts. So they're instead of active. Wait a minute. Oh no, I just got rid of it, didn't I? Did I just get rid of the whole screen? What butthead? I was just trying to get rid of the chat.
Butthead.
Yeah. Okay, there it is. Sorry. I meant to read the comment.
Change the format of the screen.
Yeah,
I know
right
it's gay.
off,
The
mate.
bottom one's there. It's hard to. There you go.
Yeah, but I want to make it bigger like that. Right, okay. So it says, a public service announcement has been released in Denmark featuring a white Danish couple cuddling on a couch. Suddenly an expert appears and tells them that this is inbreeding. When white people have children with other white people, he claims they should have children with non-white people. So he was talking about basically making yourself more ethnically diverse.
Yeah.
He was talking about you're not diverse. You two are not diverse.
You'll be more resilient to
foreigners.
If a white person mixes with a brown person, your DNA will be stronger. You'll be more resilient to diseases and things like that because you'll have a wider gene pool.
Look at some of these comments.
Oh, wow, fucking
effing J word fucks. We need the painter. FM. Like people. Someone has posted a gif of the guy from Goonies, Sloth. Yeah, this is very, very blatant. I've never seen anything quite like it.
Nor have I.
Wow, just wow.
It was quite something.
Okay, what's next? See what else.
Oh
we
yeah,
can,
yeah. Check this out. Report. This is racist confrontation caught on camera.
About your use of the N-word.
I used that word because they forced me into it.
Do you see how that's incredibly offensive?
Yes, I do. That's why I said it.
Wow. Yeah, the gloves are off of everyone. There's so much racism online from every different group of people towards all different groups of people.
So
as well.
that was about. We've seen this video here.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
was about the blacks only community. Let's see. Back to our Scottish dude. We introduced him, I think, last week.
Italian psychopath stabbed a couple of Jews in London who both survived, meaning this was a non-fatal attack. But in response, the government issued a national emergency, declared it as a terrorist attack immediately, set up a Cobra meeting, gave £25 million to Jewish communities, then made a national statement promising to protect the Jews. Now compare that with the response to the Southport attacks, which apparently wasn't terrorism, even though the perpetrator was convicted in possession of Al-Qaeda terrorist manuals. The system's response to the Southport attacks was national condemnation of the far right, where hundreds of angry locals got dragged through 24-hour courts and prosecuted for speaking out against the African terrorist who slaughtered multiple British children who the authorities already knew was a threat but chose to ignore. Compare it to the Manchester Arena bombings, where dozens of British people were blown to pieces, then told don't look back in anger. Or even the stabbings that happened recently in Edinburgh, where a feral African immigrant went on a rampage attacking multiple people after trying to break into a nursery that resulted in an 8-hour standoff with the police. But when it's Jews being attacked, the police respond within minutes. They go full Rambo style on the attacker, then they release body cam footage to ensure the public that the threat has been neutralised. When tens of thousands of British girls were being sexually assaulted by gangs of Muslims, the system's response was to cover it up for decades, deny it was even happening, gaslight and prosecute the victims, then refuse multiple national inquiries into the severity of the situation, which is still happening. So it's clear the British establishment doesn't give a fuck about its own citizens when they get blown to pieces, massacred by knife-wielding Africans, or sexually assaulted in the tens of thousands by gangs of Muslims. But when a couple of Jews get stabbed in a non-fatal attack, the system goes into full-on meltdown. And what's most ironic is that the same people who advocated for immigration and the same people who created the hate speech laws that put people in jail for complaining about immigration are now demanding that we speak up for them now they've become victims to their own experiment.
Wow, he absolutely smashed it.
Didn't he just?
Now here's the thing. I've already got to the point on this show where I've said we've got to stop rebroadcasting rage bait. But when I look at that, obviously everything he said there is completely true. But the phenomenon for me now is that this stuff is so apparent and so in your face that regular people like that young chap are making explosive videos just by reposting what's already happened. That everyone can see this now. It's definitely being done deliberately. It's definitely being done deliberately.
The most important thing he mentioned there was that Axel Rudakabana. He actually had ISIS terrorists like handbooks in his possession at his house, and then murdered three British schoolgirls. But yet that's not terrorism. It's not treated like terrorism. But the two Jews that got non-fatally stabbed is terrorism.
And
it's
how many other people got stabbed in London that day?
Yeah, it's fucking
probably
madness.
Easily 30 or 40 people got stabbed.
And how many of them are fatal?
Oh yeah, You can probably gauge that there would have probably been like maybe I don't know 10 a dozen deaths.
Oh,
well, that content's not available. That must have been good.
What was that one?
Oh
yeah, look.
Something from
so
Joe
that
Ward.
is digital ID holders only, and I'm not sure where that is.
Let's make it bigger. It's in London, isn't it? It's got to be.
I'm not sure if it was in London. It's in the UK, so it says digital ID holders only in this
So it's
area.
a Facebook post and it's a sign that's definitely in the UK. That looks like London to me. Look at the building in the background. Digital ID holders access only, and a picture of an ID card, but obviously you wouldn't have it because it's digital.
And they've got the facial recognition shit up.
Could be fake. Might not be. Oh, this is mental. Right, so a bit of context here. Polk County Sheriff's Department. Does that ring a bell?
Polk,
P-O-L-K.
No.
Polk County Sheriff's Department. And I think it's Orange County as well. This is I'm absolutely convinced that this is in Florida. Can you quickly Google this to make sure I'm right? Because obviously if I'm going to carry on with this, I want to get this right. Polk County. Just make sure it's in Florida.
How do you spell it?
P-O-L-K. Yeah, it's in Florida. I'm right. Right, so Polk County and Orange County were instrumental in their making, they weren't making lawsuits. How should I frame this? They basically had huge scale investigations into Disney World. And not just all the child abuse that was happening, but with Disney World employees, and all the weird stuff about Disney World, but they were making a big deal of it. What I'm trying to say is Polk County Sheriff's Department don't fuck around. These are real police, and they boast about like filling people with bullets. Like
in Florida, I mean,
They say, look, you're a violent.
I mean, they're
criminal.
pretty loose with the death penalty in Florida.
Oh yeah, this guy was encouraging people like to shoot criminals and stuff.
Yeah.
You see someone, robbing, how do you just
Yeah,
fill them with lead, fill them with lead. So these guys actively, it seems like they actively go out and try to catch criminals, which is kind of like
real
phenomenal.
police.
Real policing. Watch this.
This is Anthony DeLezzo. He advertised as a prostitute, $300 for sex. He said he's from North Carolina. This is who showed up. So you are engaging this guy, and there he is. You wake up the next morning and you go, there's not enough Tylenol to get rid of this headache. Our undercovers go online. He agrees to make a call.
This is the worst one. So this is the picture for the prostitute.
Yeah.
You're paying your $200 or $300.
We meet him. Whew.
Wow.
This is what he really looks like. How do you transform this? Whew. I can hardly look at it. This. Now, can you imagine? You think you're getting this, and this guy walks in the door? Yeah. This is the
videos from one of the stings. These are people that they actually caught actively going out catching them.
Nice.
I saw another video. We won't play it. They caught this guy who went to meet one of their prostitutes, and this guy is on benefits. He turned up with a little kid, and he just pulled the little kid in, chucked him in the bathroom, goes, look at the motherfucking phone, don't move. Like that, and then and obviously then the police came out, and this guy, they show the videos of the actual busts, like they do, in like Southeast Asian countries where they show them with a pile of drugs in front of them. Yeah, they don't in Polk County. They don't fuck about, mate. I thought that was funny.
There's one here again from the professor.
You need to reload that.
I don't know why it's doing that.
Some of my clips are really random this week, but that's just how I was feeling.
The elite believe they're from sacred bloodlines.
Oh, absolutely.
Is it all the one bloodline, or is it like multiple bloodlines?
Yeah, they say 13 bloodlines. So, I mean, I think it's this game theory where you're born into power and privilege. And you go to places like Andover, Yale, Harvard Law School, and you meet people who are smarter than you are. So how can you explain to yourself why you're more powerful than these people? And the answer is, my blood is better. My blood is pure. I have dragon blood. I have divine blood from Hercules, from Achilles, from Alexander the Great. That's why I should rule the world. Because I'm not going to give up my position. I'm not going to admit that this other guy is better than I am. I should rule. And the best explanation for why I should rule is because I've always ruled. Because I'm a reincarnation of a divine being on Earth.
Oh, Michael, this guy's starting to get really interesting in my point of view. I know some.
I just like him.
I just like him as a character. I know some people are like, oh, why are you listening to this guy? He's not even a real professor. We've heard it all.
He's interesting.
We don't care about any of that, to be honest, because I keep explaining, and if I'm repeating myself, please guys let me know. We've got to a stage here now, Rise Above, where we can take Clown World in its entirety. Yeah, we can break it down into its molecular pieces and say what it is and who's behind it and who's paying for that. But after a while, when you do that over and over again,
it gets boring, man. I want to enjoy a bit of Clown World.
But you already know who it is. You don't need to keep looking. No. You know who's paying for it, and we've already identified the structure of the Black Cube organisation.
Yes,
we can now.
We've done a diagram.
Yeah, we've actually printed a whole T-shirt on it. But we can appreciate one of these characters and the spectacle and the phenomenon and the fact that there's someone who's being showed to us that's saying this stuff.
And more to the point, we said like this dude's all over Piers Morgan at the moment, right? This is like such mainstream peasant viewing media, and this is like this guy's just literally dishing out occult knowledge to people who really aren't worthy. This is literally chucking pearls before swine.
Absolutely.
A lot of peasants watching this won't even know what that means, that phrase.
Like it or not, this is part of the Great Awakening or the Dark Enlightenment or the Grand Noticing, because a lot of the stuff that he's pointing out here, and he's being a little bit liberal with it, we've gone into great detail.
Incredibly liberal with it.
Very, very liberal. Oh, yeah, sure. Jeffrey Epstein to Sabaté and Frank. Sabaté and Frank probably paid by the funding of Chabad Leibovich. Easily. Oh, no.
Right? And that's something that Jeffrey Epstein believed.
That's a fascinating one. I'm sure you could look at the history of like these ancestry.coms and 23.
This guy, he's such a little fucking trust fund gimp, this little one.
And me's, and I'm sure it's strange, but because how else would you determine the bloodline without the DNA test?
The professor says here,
and you shouldn't actually participate in any of those things.
Why?
Because a conspiracy theory. Okay, I'll just throw this out there. Okay, but a conspiracy theory is that they want certain bloodlines, and they use these websites to find certain bloodlines.
So if you're in that bloodline,
bad things could happen to you. Why is there so much human trafficking in the United States?
He's actually touched on something quite deep here.
This is getting now to Pizzagate levels.
Well, it's actually going way past that, because Pizzagate, if you think about it, was just about some elites being disgusting pedos and trafficking children. He's talking about something much deeper here. He just said, off the back of maybe 23andMe are looking for particular bloodlines, he just said, why do you think there's so much human trafficking? Yeah. So he's suggesting that human trafficking isn't just about the meat suit. That could actually be certain special people that are being trafficked, that are going missing, these people that are disappearing all the time, etc., etc. It's a very interesting spin.
They care a lot about bloodlines, right? So if they believe that they are of divine bloodline, they would also want to prevent others of divine bloodline from accessing power, right? They would want to step out other bloodlines. They could also drink the blood of other bloodlines to increase their own bloodline.
Wow. See what I'm saying? This guy is casually saying things that I don't think no one said that before.
No, I haven't heard that before. Well, we all know about drinking adrenalized blood, but drinking
adrenalized blood,
drinking a special bloodline's blood to increase your bloodline.
Well, to seeking out other people with sacred bloodlines and drinking their blood to increase your power, basically.
This is wild.
Again, this is a conspiracy theory. I have no evidence this is the case. But if you were to actually examine how these people think, and these people are like insane, this makes sense.
Do you think the elite believe they're?
The professor is really.
We need a Professor Button.
Actually, we need to get some Professor Button going on.
There's still lines all over the sky there. Another one from you here, Michael. We're nearly finished up here now.
Un agent ICE tier 3. Encore une mise.
This was sent in by Bruce. He said that this French guy's content reminds him of us.
Oh, right.
Okay, so he's talking about the... obviously, it's in French, but you've got subtitles and they're quite large so everyone can see. He's talking about the ICE incidents in... is it Minneapolis?
Yes.
Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Mise en scène codée. Un agent ICE tire 3 balles à 3333 Portland Avenue, au niveau de la 33e rue. Et
at the level of 33rd Street. He's actually found a lot more than we have, right?
il passe devant un tyrannosaure, symbole du tyran. En face, on a le numéro 3332. Et le lendemain, à Portland, Oregon, le 33e état, un autre agent tire sur un homme de 33 ans et une femme de 32 ans. René a 3 enfants, 15, 12 et 6 ans, 33. L'agent a déjà reçu 33 points de suture.
33 stitches in his leg, so you think maybe he's a little bit sensitive.
Dans la symbolique maçonnique, 33 marque la Renaissance, comme le prénom René en français. Et la scène se situe à quelques blocs de celle de George Floyd, parce que c'est la suite logique. Le choc.
It's mad. You can actually, although it's French, you can really understand most of it, can't you? I always find that.
Get the gist.
Yeah, I always find that funny about French. Yeah, he's really nailed all the 33s.
Émotionnel crée les protestations. On descend dans la rue et le chaos produit sert ensuite à justifier le changement vers un état policier à la Hunger Games. Parce que sans chaos, pas de nouvel ordre. ICE, c'est le froid, la machine sans empathie. Exactement comme l'univers de la saga. Trump, c'est Snow, celui qui transforme la violence en spectacle. Et il a même annoncé les Patriot Games. Dans le dernier film, on voit les architectes du jeu, avec le logo maçonnique, des professionnels de la mise en scène. Encore une mise en scène codée. Un agent ICE tire 3 balles à 3333 Portland Avenue.
I hate to say it. I don't actually. I love saying it. But I remember back in probably as late as 2022 when we were banging to 33 already, and I was posting about it all the time.
Banging to 33.
And people were messaging me with all their 33s. This was already happening in 2022. Andy PG was having someone saying to him, Lance has lost it with that 33 stuff, absolutely lost it.
Yeah.
You remember?
Yeah, I remember.
People like, just give it a rest, mate. Like, what is wrong with you going on about 33 all the time?
Then we had people emailing us saying that they can't stop seeing it everywhere.
I hate to say it, another time that we were so ahead of the curve. Now we've got like all of these content creators, big ones, French ones, mainstream ones, Clandis Ovens.
The Professor.
Like Clandis Ovens made that whole thing about 33 with Charlie.
Yes, she did.
Like,
yeah.
Now everyone can see it. Everyone's on about it. That was another rise above premiere.
Raw.
Absolutely. You just got to nail it in sometimes and have a little gloat. Sorry, guys.
So there's one from The Guardian here, Michael. Left-wing media establishment.
Louisiana's cultural hotspot could be surrounded by Gulf of Mexico. I thought it was called the Gulf of America.
Mate.
Gulf of America before the end of this century. Oh, God. Really? Point of no return. New Orleans relocation must start now.
Relocation, Lance?
Due to sea levels, study finds.
Relocation?
But wasn't it pretty much proven that when this happened to New Orleans, it all happened because of very poor storm surge management, basically local authorities wasting all the money that they should have been spending on.
I don't know, but the reason I put this in because they've got relocation in there. We've all seen loads of posts about climate change and rivers overflowing and sea levels rising, but I've never heard them actually talking about peasants relocating. New Orleans relocation must start now.
Yeah, well, I think a lot of the time people forget that a lot of people never got to go back to New Orleans because it was fucked.
No, unless it was fucked, yeah.
So, those people have already gone somewhere else anyway.
We've got...
Alex Jones on fire at the moment. See what he's saying here. Reload that shit. Hun Gregian, the the Ancient Magi special is on this Sunday night. We had something else last Sunday.
Oh,
what's going on?
Did you hear that?
Let me do it.
Well, it shouldn't need a double.
Oh, and the young people are dying, and when they cut them open, their entire organs are filled with spike protein, including no sperm, but spike protein that's grown in the testicles. That's where it goes, the ovaries and testicles, so that when you're having sex with a woman, you've had it, you're now injecting her with this that goes into her ovaries and sterilizes you. That's one of its main functions. Nanotech, self-replicating HIV spike protein. That is a fact. Told you that in February of 2020 with the man that wrote the U.S. Chemical and Biological Weapons laws and treaties. It was the head UN war crimes prosecutor of Shlomo Milosevic, and who had the PhD that one person gets a year from Harvard under Henry Kissinger, Dr. Francis Boyle, who was set last year to testify in the Netherlands in the criminal/civil proceedings against Bill Gates, who then mysteriously died last January. We're going to play clips. Oh, and the young people are dying, and when they cut them up.
Wow. I just. Oh, did it say there was something wrong with the connection there? What's going on?
Oh, why is it not doing sound here again?
They can be happy that they are in a free country.
Oh, you've got it small over here. Hold on. So a lot of these clips this week are of people all around the world being like really right wing, aren't they?
Yeah. So
what's this one? I'm just going to get
this
a beer.
This is Finland.
Go on.
They can be happy that they are in a free country like Finland, where the free speech is a right, where they have not any restriction. If they would be in Moscow, they would be in jail in 2 minutes. They can be happy that they are in a free country like Finland, where the free speech is a right, where they have not any restriction. If they would be in Moscow, they would be in jail in 2 minutes.
So, yeah.
What is she kicking off saying she wants less orcs or something like that?
Essentially.
Bit Tony Orcs. The England flag where far-right pensioners are radicalised on Facebook.
So this is about
What is this?
No, the England flag war town,
right?
Where far-right pensioners are radicalised on Facebook. They're talking about Great Yarmouth.
Oh,
where Rupert
okay.
Lowe.
This is Uncle Rupert's hometown.
Yeah, Uncle Rupert's there. Oh shit. Oh,
where's it gone?
Okay. It's
What's that?
Uncle Rupert's constituency.
Click on the peasantron.
There we go. It's in Uncle Rupert's constituency. They're basically saying, oh, here it is, yeah.
Oh, right, so the England flag war town. That's how I got it. One of Britain's most easterly towns rarely finds itself in the centre of things, but in this election, it is at the heart of a niche right-wing power struggle between Nigel Farage's Reform Party and Rupert Lowe's Restore Party. Now Lowe has created a new party in time for the elections, which is affiliated to Restore Britain nationally, although posters we saw did not reflect this. Lowe has said it will act as a pilot project. So basically,
Lowe launched his far-right revolution.
Far-right revolution, millions will have to go. The MP has said and pledged. Oh, right, so they're calling it a far-right revolution. Lowe's party makes Nigel Farage look like Zach Balansky. The anti-far-right organisation Hope Not Hate this week published a special report that claimed a litany of extremists resurfacing in Restore Britain, including figures who have spent decades immersed in fascist groups such as BNP, Blood and Honour, and much else.
All of that's true, to be fair.
Yeah, it is all true. So they're saying that it's Great Yarmouth has turned into a flag war town,
and it's radicalising pensioners.
Pensioners are being radicalised anti-PG.
I mean, what the fuck are they going to do anyway? Even if they are radicalised,
people with a walking stick. So this is quite a radical story.
A radical story.
Okay, scroll down a little bit. Revealed: Green's hopeful, who is calling for the UK to pay slavery reparations, is the descendant of slave traders.
Amazing.
Whoa, who'd have thought it? What a surprise. So let's look at a little bit more. A Green Party candidate pushing Britain to pay trillions, not even millions or billions, trillions of pounds in slavery reparations, is descended from a Nigerian royal family that traded slaves. Holy shit. Antoinette Fernandez is the reparations officer. They've actually got something called a reparations officer for the party's global majority Greens group, which campaign for racial and environmental justice. I'm just looking down here. Wait a minute. Yeah, I'm going to carry reading through. Her mother is Abuela Dosomanu and her father is Antonio Fernandez, a late business magnate and UN ambassador who's said to have made his fortune in oil, gas and mining and reported net worth of 8.7 billion when he died. Miss Fernandez, who's standing for Zach Polanski's party in London, is the daughter of Queen Mother of Lagos and the title of Princess in Nigerian press. Here it is. One of Fernandez's ancient relatives personally owned 1,400 slaves.
Wow.
And another even bought back slaves that had been sent to Brazil to build a house in Lagos, according to one historian. Wow.
Well, so does she know all that? Or before she's been this reparations officer? Or is she some
She should have to pay reparations.
Yes, of course she should.
Her family should have to pay billions of reparations.
Trillions, lads.
Trillions, yeah.
Trillions.
Maybe, yeah, okay, well, now I'm up for reparations because her family can afford to pay it because they were the slave traders that enslaved people.
Yes, yes.
Finally, we found the person that can pay the reparations.
Absolutely.
Maybe Zach Polanski's onto something.
And Lenny Henry.
But Lenny Henry hasn't got enough money to pay.
Yeah, he's wealthy,
He's not got nowhere near enough. He's got probably a net worth of a couple of million if he's lucky.
Probably.
If he's been clever, I bet he hasn't.
You just take the mouse out.
I bet Dawn French did him in the what have we got here? Reparations officer, 1,400 slaves. Wow, that's mental.
1,000 homicide from illegal aliens as of 2024. This is a absolute and total slaughter of our people, and it's time that we start charging the people in politics.
Wait a minute, so what is Fox News actually saying here? Illegal immigrants have killed 13,000 Americans in 2024.
Lenny Henry's worth £7 to £8 million.
Oh, okay, I was wrong. The total, services to the empire, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
he has been a good guy, hasn't he?
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
The total number of homicides in the US in 2024 was 20,000. That's 64% of all murders were committed by illegal immigrants. That is
absolutely
mental.
Obscene. Yes.
If this is
that
true,
in the USA?
In the USA, in the year of 2024, there's There's 20,000 murders in total in the whole year, and out of that, 13,000 of them are by illegal immigrants.
So that's not even 2025, that's 2024.
No.
And in government and in the Biden administration that decided on these policies. The blood is on their hand. This Haitian did not belong in America, should not be here, should have never been here with a hammer, should have never been able to slaughter that woman.
This is the way it works, though, isn't it? This is how people are going to beg for the police state.
Yeah,
but they are. They already are. We've already said here we'd rather have a police state than live in a
communist,
post-apocalyptic communist jungle.
Yes. In a 15-minute
even when you know about problem, reaction, solution, you still fall for it.
This thing of you guys moving from one country to the other.
Oh, this is South Africa again.
It's no longer working. We don't want this as African people anymore. We are tired of seeing African migrants moving all over the world, refusing to fix your own countries. Now we're making it very clear to you guys, Utitina, we don't want you here. We want you to fix your countries. Now you came here with a traveling document. You came with a passport. You know that you are a visitor, but now you decided to come and integrate in our communities. You know very well that what you have done is wrong.
How many children do you have here?
We can come to Ghana and do what you're doing.
Passport.
Eh? Now you are carrying a bucket. It's 11 a.m. You were supposed to be fighting the government of Ghana there to ensure that they are getting things right.
No, there's no fight in Ghana. You must fight what they did.
Where's your papers?
Passport.
Passport.
Where's your passport?
Take it out.
Let
me see your passport.
Regular
Show
people
me your
are asking for his
papers.
papers in the street. Like, show me your passport.
Yeah, this is mad.
Okay, tell me, who's the police officer that you are bribing to certify these things for you? Baba, let me tell you, I'm not foolish. These things, let me tell you, ne? You know, by law, you're not supposed to certify as an immigrant. You're not allowed to certify your passport.
No.
Okay, why do you certify your passport in a foreign land?
Okay.
Let's just start there. Why do you certify your passport in a foreign land?
You see, it was raining.
Hey, I follow you guys now on Facebook. How you?
It was raining these days. And when you go out with the passport, sometimes it gets spoiled. That's why I satisfy it so that it won't spoil.
Baba, Ghana don't do that.
Ghana don't do that.
All right, sharp.
Ghana
Let me
is
show
the
you.
only African country that is.
Let me show you that when you are
doing the
abusing
same
our
thing.
systems, ne? On the 10th of April, again, the 10th of April, you entered your country when? The very same day you came back. When? Yeah, it's a proof. Yeah. Proof. Yeah, the proof.
That crocodile can't go.
You went to Ghana on the 10th. And then you came back.
This guy's like in the street acting like an immigration officer, like
They've had enough.
interrogating him.
But here it says you exited Ghana to South Africa. When? Here it says you entered, here you exited. And it's the same date. It's the 10th of April, 10th of April.
This stamp you got there in Elof Street on the street. This is where you got the stamp.
Oh, they've got a connection here.
No.
I am telling you, that's where they buy it from. Papers don't lie.
Wow, show me your papers, comrade.
Fucking get your papers out, comrade.
Where was you putting him?
Right, okay, so...
Oh, we haven't showed the video. Should we play the video first?
Well, we've got this on the screen. We'll talk about this. We'll then go to the video. But I thought this is the Babylon Bee. It is the Babylon Bee. Oh, no, it's not the Bee.com. Black immigrant transgender woman with quadriplegic cerebral palsy achieves a new woke high score at Met Gala. Now, when I see this, I instantly think that this is a meme and it's not really true. But I believe we have a video to go with.
Yes, we do.
Because this was almost like a bit of a Clown World cross the streams moment, like for me. Let's play this video.
When I first started working, I was an anomaly to the industry. Arguably, in many ways today, really I still am. I think it's time to say the quiet part out loud. The fashion industry is unlikely to book or pay Black trans feminine and or physically disabled models to do runway, editorial, and or campaign because of an absence of whiteness.
It's clearly racist.
When I first started working, I was an anomaly to the industry.
Perfect. Now, can we just...
I'll just go for a piss quickly.
Wait a second. Let me just get this back up because this is Facebook. If I need to go to my page because I actually posted this on Facebook and I said, "Is this peak Clown World? Have we? Here we go." Because UNN posted this. I said, "Have we reached peak Clown World yet, or can we go even further?" Now, obviously, the fact that this person is complaining that there isn't much room for disabled, black, trans, masculine, disabled people on a catwalk should kind of be self-explanatory. Like, if you're in a wheelchair, it's obviously super difficult for you to effectively model clothes. It's like saying, you know, there's no space for blind pilots. There's no space for, I don't know, what? Orchestra conductors with no arms. Sometimes we just have to accept that there are some things that are specialised, that if you are disabled and say your arms or your legs don't work and the job requires you to use your arms or legs, then you might be at a disadvantage. Apart from that, the fact to blame it on an absence of whiteness is just peak Clown World. I'm just going to go to the comments.
Right here, right now, is where we draw the line.
It's quite good, actually. I liked your comment. Wow, this indeed is clown race maxing at a high level. I think the pinnacle is still yet to come before we get to the 1930s. Because remember, we're still only in 1926. We haven't.
I think we might be in 1928 now from the latest Jewish stabbing.
Oh, right, that's put 2 years in advance. Now, the reason I thought that this wasn't real when I first saw it, and then I thought, where have I seen this before, is because it reminded me. This is obviously a new meme, but I've got a feeling someone has previously taken a picture of this person and used it in this meme, because I've definitely seen this meme like last year. Where
This maybe was her on the catwalk or something.
Yeah, so this person's been around for a while, complaining that they're not
run. Sorry, not walk.
You know, they can't compete with 6 foot, able-bodied supermodels.
Yes.
And you know, because it's obviously they have an absence of whiteness, which is holding them back. We can all see that that's their main problem is their absence of whiteness.
Yeah.
That's probably their biggest problem. It's not the fact that they're a quadriplegic or anything like that.
It's easier for her to stay thin.
I suppose. No, it's not really, because she can't exercise.
I suppose, yeah.
It's much easier to get fat. So yeah, it was a meme before, but now it's come back with a vengeance.
We have a quick bit of fentanyl here.
Oh God!
Just
be
quickly,
careful.
just quickly.
Pray for Iran. Pray for the designs of the Jews to fail. That's all we could do. Iran is fighting for the whole world right now. And don't get me wrong, I'm not praying for more casualties. I want that to stop. I want the United States to be finished. But Iran right now is fighting for all of humanity. They really are.
Did he just say... Wait a minute. I thought this guy was America first.
Yeah, I think he means finished in the war with Iraq.
Right, okay,
I don't know.
The way they're fighting for us. Because if Iran falls, it means Israel controls the entire Middle East. And the power that Iran exercises over the Strait, over the Red Sea, that's what Israel wants. That's what Israel's playing for. They want that power over our government. They want that power over the Gulf. They want that power over all the trade, all the commerce, all the supply chains, everything that goes through the Middle East. They want all of it. And never forget, they are a nuclear-armed intelligence superpower with a fifth column in the United States, Europe, Russia. Increasingly, they're spreading their tentacles even into Asia. If Iran can't shut them down, nobody can. Trump can't or won't. The United States can't. Russia can't. Europe can't. It is literally Iran, a country that has turned itself into a fortress for this eventuality. They're fighting for all of us. Iran is fighting for all the Goyim.
Wow. Now, here's the thing.
Goyim lives matter, Lance.
Here's the thing. Nick Fuentes is... The likelihood is that he is some sort of Jesuit
100%
plant. Yeah.
He's a Roman.
He's a Roman. He bigs up the Church of Rome. But what he just said there is true. Iran, whether they are the ancient Persians, the original or the original Jews, the Exarchy, or they are this Muslim extremist group, whoever is in charge of Iran doesn't discount that what he just said is true.
100%. I agree with what you just said there. Could you imagine if the Cubists had the control of the entire supply chain for the West? It'd be so easy to poison us and just do more of their horrible shit.
Well, we've got to be careful when we say Cubists, because you can't say that the people in Iran at the highest level aren't black Cubists.
No, I just didn't want to say Jews.
Okay. Let's say Khazarian Mafia. Let's be a bit more precise. Let's say the Sabbatean Frankists.
And
let's say the forces of Chabad Leibovich.
It is poignant that he said that that's what they want. They want the Strait of Hormuz for a strategical supply chain benefit, and that's always what the ancient Exarchy did in Iran. That's what they did.
The only thing that's stopping Pax Judaica.
Yes, Lance. Yes, Pax Judaica.
Pax
Judaica.
The only barrier in the wall to stop Pax Judaica
is Iran. Yeah, Iran. What was this one here? Did we show this? Oh yes.
Obviously,
we did the gender pay gap.
Oh no, but that one's better.
Oh, is it?
That one, yeah. Sorry, this is the video. This is when we did the, yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. Well, no. We need to make it bigger over here.
We need to make it bigger. So we make this one bigger.
Expand it.
Change the dynamic. Change the dynamic of the stream.
Right, reload. Now, have we got? Is there sound on this? This one has no sound. Okay. So right, this look
at Little Miss Piggy run.
Well, the first one fell over. Of
course.
This is a recap from the video earlier on of the gender pay gap explained in this CCTV video of the shooter at the White House Correspondents' Ball. For anyone that missed it earlier on, this is the zoomed in version.
There he is. There's the Joker coming through there.
Yeah, with the red tie.
yeah.
Dressed like some sort of vigilante Batman villain. It's all
here
Masonic
that I put in?
pantomime. We know it's all fake and gay. It's almost like any of my Instagram ones are not worth.
This was mine.
That's a bit gay.
Highly gay. Oh God, it's opened 3. Oh, there we go.
Right, sweet. A transgender extremist, Lauren Durrell,
Do-rag,
stabbed an Asian woman, Wan Lei, randomly with a kitchen knife in Melbourne, Australia, puncturing her right lung. Oh my God.
Watch this. This is disturbing footage, guys. You might want to look away. Or
Provoked stabbing in Melbourne. A woman attacked from behind by another woman with a knife and left
Another
with a
woman.
punctured lung. It happened here on Little Burke Street, just near Spencer Street, as the
Little Burke
36-year-old
Street,
victim
lads.
was walking to work at 7:35 a.m. She ended up in hospital for 3 days and had been living in an apartment nearby for years, but today is moving house because since the October...
This, do you know what this reminds me of? The video that we watched the other day where the guy was sat in like the pie and mash shop eating his food.
Yeah, and dude just
and
comes
some
in,
old
starts
guy
trying
just
to
walked
stab
in
him.
and just randomly
Yeah.
stabbed him.
It's fucked up.
Really bad.
You've got to be on your A game. Oh yeah, here we go. Have a look at this. Look.
Okay, so what's this saying? The Telegraph. When we have the means to capture people safe, anyone complaining about privacy needs to get their priorities straight, writes Celia Walden. I'm happy to leave my face scanned every time.
Every second?
Every second of the day if it solves Britain's crime wave. Yeah, well,
People are crying out for the police state. They want it.
Yeah, well, it's not surprising, is it? You know, there's no way that all of this stuff that we're showing is fake and gay.
Yeah, no, it's not.
I'm sorry, guys, it's not. People are really getting Alu Akbar.
We've done the thing,
or just randomly stabbed by trans people or whoever.
We're nearly at the end now. We've only got a couple. I found this dude. I think this is earlier today. I found this.
Not one of my friends has children. Zero. No one. No one's having kids. Do you know how hard you need to abuse a mammal to make them not have children? Like for real. Like let's step here back a moment, right?
Never thought of it that way.
Yeah, look, GDP goes up. People have have enough food, you know, and whatever. No one's having kids, and this is across the world. This is across both the West, the East, you know, everywhere. It's happening.
No, it's not happening everywhere, mate. It's not happening everywhere. We know in Israel it's not happening, and it's not happening in a lot of third world countries.
So there's a thing that happens, especially with younger, like even younger than me. Like the kids are like 18 today. There's a huge problem where they don't dance. No one dances. They go to clubs and they don't dance. Why is this? Because you get recorded.
Yeah.
If you're an 18-year-old kid, you go to a club, you get recorded. If you approach a girl and you mess it up, you get recorded. Everything is the panopticon now. So if you had to ask me why, my answer is technology. My answer is social media. My answer is AI. My answer is algorithms. Do you know what dating app algorithms do? Do you know how they optimize? They don't optimize for you to meet your love of your life. They optimize you to keep coming back to the app.
Yeah.
And now there's a thing that basically we have sold out all of our dating norms, all of our, our interpersonal norms to tech companies without our consent to optimize their ad algorithm.
Right.
I think there's a deep thing where we as a society have not dealt with the fact that we have to steward technology responsibly. We have treated technology as a Wild West.
Absolutely.
Just everyone can do whatever they want. Just sell all of our younger generation's dating lives to corporations for profit. And who pays the cost for this? Who has liability? So I think the real problem is that we are, as a society, as a government, the generations that came before me, and also my generation, I don't want to exclude myself from this, but also the generation came before me, just let technology rip. The promise was, if you let technology rip, if you let internet rip, there will be democracy and freedom and happiness and economic growth. And where is that?
This guy's dropping bombs.
Yeah, mate, yeah.
I think my generation is noticing that broken promise.
He's right.
Yeah, we just let. I remember ages ago, I was watching this stand-up comedian, this Chinese Korean, but American guy. I can't remember his name. He's quite mainstream. It's a Netflix special. And he goes like, let's swap those screens over. He said something like, He was just talking about American society, and he's like, "What, you let pregnant women use the internet?" And he was joking. He had this whole. He goes, you know, you'd be looking back at this time, this crazy time now, and you look back from the future, and his whole joke was, we used to let pregnant women look on the internet, and that was his whole joke. And he was going on about it for ages. This was his style, and it makes me think now. If you think about it, like the amount of just the amount of power that if someone actually knows how to use the internet, like someone, you know, with hacking knowledge and stuff like that, what you can do with a keyboard and like even just a phone now, you can basically, someone that knows what they're doing can shut down world systems, hack things, move money around. You know, essentially you can do much more than you should be able to do.
For sure.
Yeah, Wild West, I guess, is a good analogy.
We've got a couple more here. One more from the professor.
Oh, got to have a bit more.
One more from the professor.
I'd like to have a little bit more from Professor Jack.
I don't understand how I'm able to teach this,
this
and
is the best
be so
one.
popular in the world.
Did you manifest this?
That's a really good question. The short answer is yes. But the real answer is I imagine this possibility, right? But you know, the thing though is that I am a writer by training. Like I write books, and so I imagine things all the time. And I imagine that this could be a possibility one day. And I position myself, I maneuver myself into this position. So 5 years ago, during COVID, I was so upset about COVID. It really annoyed me how the entire world just shut off its brain, right? Just like, okay, well, you know, this vaccine, well, we don't know if it works, but some scientists said it works, so it must work, so I'll just put it in my body and hope for the best. It was just insane to me. Now, I've been fascinated by social media, by the internet. So I was watching a lot of Joe Rogan. I was watching a lot of Jimmy Dore. I was watching a lot of alternative media. And I became drawn to alternative media because, like, I like debate. I like conversation. I like exploration. It seemed to me like people like Jimmy Dore, Joe Rogan, Brett and Eric Weinstein, Tucker Carlson, these were people that were trying to seek the truth, that were really.
So he's promoting all the mainstream shows there.
Well, this is his idea of. He's saying this is his idea of alternative media.
Yes,
he's actually opening up quite a lot here. That's why I put this in. I find this very interesting.
Yes.
Very interesting.
You look into the professor's soul about his psychology.
It's more about the professor.
Questioning the world, and I was like, you know, I would one day like to be on the show. You know, I feel that's the direction I could go. And so then I asked myself, okay, if I want to be like them, because only by being like them can I appear on the show, right? Then they're going to like ask a random high school teacher to be on their show. What can I do that makes me so distinct that I might be popular on social media? And my solution was, I'm going to make some stupid predictions and hope they turn out correct. And if they aren't correct, I'm going to be a laughing stock for the rest of my life. But if they are correct, then I might.
Do you know, can you see why this resonates with me?
Yes.
Because this was exactly
how you made your predictions.
This is exactly how I felt in 2020. I made some predictions. I put my life on the line. My predictions came true. Everyone listened. They said, "Oh, maybe listen to him."
And now we're here. Right?
Now we're here.
5 years later.
Yeah, 6 years later.
Other screen.
Oh yeah, shit.
Might get on Tucker Carlson.
It's right? Taco Carlson. So, did you see that?
That was my strategy and planning when I started the YouTube channel. I don't understand how I'm able.
How? Right. We've got two more here. What's this one here from you, Malachi?
This is just more evidence of what we were talking about earlier.
Macmillan Cancer Charity to prioritise welfare support for LGBTQI ethnic minorities. Advisors would target ongoing financial and well-being care at groups it would deem most vulnerable. Lance.
So this came out on what date?
22nd of March.
223.
Yes.
322. Skull and Crossbones Day. So what does this translate to?
And the start of the season of sacrifice.
This translates to straight white people will go to the bottom of the list when they've got cancer.
Essentially.
Imagine getting cancer and then going to Macmillan
to
and saying,
prioritise welfare support. So it's not cancer. It's not medical cancer care.
Well,
I know what you're saying.
Macmillan
yes.
is, when you've got
Yes.
cancer, Macmillan is your go-to thing. That's how you get your nurses assigned to you,
Right.
how you get your advice and stuff
Right,
like
so
that.
you are going to the bottom of the list for.
Yeah, I mean, they might not be giving you your chemotherapy.
Right, yes.
But they're
yes.
going to give you all the other support as
and
well.
they'll put you on your list for your chemotherapy.
Potentially,
So,
potentially.
So-
Either way, it's racial discrimination.
Last one here, I'm not sure what this one is.
Oh, this is interesting.
Oh, yeah. Becky Asp drew this to my attention
Speed run challenge.
It's where peasants school children, essentially high school students and stuff, are literally running as far as they can into Scientology churches. It's a TikTok challenge for peasants. Oh, we haven't got the sound again. For fuck's sake.
So, but they're doing it at Scientology churches.
Yes, Lance. Getting as far in as they can. Oh, it did it again. Did you hear that? Yeah, somebody sent midgets in. There was 20 midgets.
Scientology speedrun trend has become so big. All of the Scientology churches around Canada and America have had to literally remove the doorknobs from their doors and close them down for the first time ever since Scientology began. If you don't know, the trend involves filming and running inside of a Scientology church to see how far through the church you can get. And it's just huge. Look, you can see in this video, there's dozens and dozens of kids that just speed run through wearing masks. And it's kind of...
Look how well equipped and how plush that Scientology church is. Look how expensive it looks.
Mm. A lot of money, Lance.
See all the equipment, all the nice furniture.
Put the Scientology church in a kind of a catch-22 scenario. They need to recruit people from the streets, so they need to bring people in from the streets to recruit them. But they can't because these kids are, as you can see here, they're linking arms to try and stop them from getting through the church because they had security guards. But that's how this worked out. They just rip through them and just run through. It's wild. The Scientology speedrun trend.
Look, I mean, if you're going to do stuff like that, at least target people like Scientology rather than regular businesses and regular people.
Yeah, for sure.
So, if that carries on with that kind of targeting, then I can get behind it.
No one's doing it in synagogues, are they? Or mosques.
Synagogue speedrun. It wouldn't last very long.
No, it wouldn't. No.
The Shomrim
You'd be
would turn
shot.
up in
You'd be shot.
33-second response time.
You would. You'd be shot on sight.
Wow.
So that's it. That's our peasantron.
You've got a full Rise Above show. So, guys, where are we at with Raw? In the next couple of weeks, the only Rise Above that's going to be available is videos that are posted on Patreon. So I'm going to get the QR code on the screen right now. It is free to join Patreon.
It's free, yeah.
It's free. Absolutely.
Just sign up. Give us your data.
Give us all of your data. We give it to the CIA. It is free. But if you want to unlock everything, it's £3 a month, which we think is very reasonable. It's sort of like basically the minimum you can charge. We try to keep it reasonable for everyone, and you get at least a couple of fresh videos a week. It supports us. It covers our costs. I can give Andy PD some petrol money.
It pays for the stream, yeah.
It pays for the stream. We can get new toys like this little Schwab
like the Professor Pad.
The Professor's Pad. Yeah. So if you want to see more Rise Above, subscribe to Patreon. Rise Above Live on Patreon. Scan the QR code.
When are we back live, Lance? Wednesday or Friday? No, Friday.
What, next week?
Yeah. Are we Friday next week?
You're
going away for a few days.
Yeah, I'm going away. I'm back on Thursday, so there might not be a live next week. But there are videos queued up and ready to go, and we're going to record something else now. So yeah, big shout, get onto Patreon. But we will see you live back in a couple of weeks.